Hello, my beautiful peasants. Big pause because I disabled my preview and said put it on Patreon for some reason. The small change, I was like, how do I? Anyway, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're gonna work on something from the next month's pack, which is gonna be very cool. I'm changing this back. This is too weird to not have it the same. There we go. Same. But first, a little bit of review on this month's pack. If you haven't seen it yet already, Hack's Portal is out. It is super cool, and by far my favorite piece is this boy. I might actually paint it. Don't hold your breath. But maybe. Even just a little bit of zenithal highlighting would be so cool, you know? And it's so big, it's not even like a mini. I don't like painting minis. They're too small. Alrighty. That aside, let's go ahead and look at, other thing that's important. Ricky, lol, you ain't painting anything. Fighting words from my husband this morning. Maybe because I didn't make you breakfast. Hangry. Anyway, let's see. Stream today, I'm playing for a 2-hour stream, 11:45 to 1:45. If you're like, that's not enough, Mia, you can buy an extra hour on Ko-Fi. And that will go towards the big goal, which is be a bonus Friday stream. I plan for the bonus, when we eventually hit that $50 goal, I plan for that stream to be like a stream like this, but the game stream thing has been powerful. So I'd be open for that being a game stream. All right, that is everything. Let's get a little review of what I did yesterday. Of course, I did work off camera as well and got a lot done. I was able to cheat a little bit because I had remember that really cool wandering toad yokai that I made? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I can pull it up. But you don't paint the models you make, for shame. I know. That would be 15 to 20 models painted a month. Bruh. No, that's a part-time job on top of my full-time job. Anyway, so we did these silly boys yesterday. This one, I'm proud of. I think he's adorable. I love his leaf hat. He is textureless in a good way. I think he's wonderful. I think this one's an abomination. I low-key dislike it, but that was the point, I guess. It's just his head. I just feel like I really could have done... Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to release him anyway. He's too good. And then, unfortunately, I found out there was a little bit of a theme to these bog critters, which I didn't intend for. So I also made a snapping turtle. And I was able to kind of cheat with this one, which is great. The rabbit folk, that's... Okay, I have to start rough. I have to show you guys these models I'm talking about. That would be stonks. Yes. Anyway, I did this really cool model recently. A rabbit folk on top of a tortoise. I mean, it's just like... It's so freaking cool. So I was able to take that tortoise. If I type tortoise in the vault, is it going to come up? I think so. I made this website. I should know how it works. It did. But yeah, I did this really cool model here. And I had this tortoise and I was like, oh, I can use that and make it a snapping turtle. And so I did. And it looks awesome. This guy. I'm not super happy with the shell pointies. I think they came out a little lumpy, but it's good. It's plenty good. And I knew, I'm like, okay, Mia, are you gonna make this a 2-hour model? Just do the shell, or are you gonna be cool? I'm like, I'm gonna be cool. So I was pretty happy with that. And I want to show you guys the wandering toad yokai again, because I never released this toad. It's such a good toad. Look at that toad. It's fabulous. I can't believe I never released this. He's got a funny little toad butt. I mean, it just really well sculpted. I'm really proud of that model. But this model was so tiring, the original. I did this one on stream, you'll remember. This whole thing was from scratch. And it was a lot of work. And so by the time I got to the end of it, I was just like, we're done. But that means you guys never got the toad. So I was able to do a few adjustments, and now we have toad. Now, it's not very hard to look at these models and see that there is a little bit of a theme, I guess you could say. And I don't know why they're all screaming. It's just going to be a loud bog, I guess. Everybody be screaming. Gosh. The last one I have left is a platypus, and that one will not be screaming. I am going to do a version with a hat, though. I've never sculpted a fedora because I think fedoras are stupid. But I think it'd be good to sculpt a fedora because then I can use that for our detective, our Clockwork Conspiracy turtle detective. So, yes. Yes. Thank you, Traveler. The shell does look great. I just, you get to a certain level and you always know, like, oh, I could do more with that. And actually it looked better. And I'm like, it's good. You gotta find a balance. Anyway, very happy with this. Thank you, Kai. They are beauty. They are grace. They are screaming in your face. They are, especially if I get rid of this one. They're all screaming. Which screamy bog critter is your favorite? I think for me it's got to be the snapping turtle, which is funny because I think the toad is better sculpted. I'm really proud of that. But I don't know, I don't see a lot of snapping turtles, and they're weird. And I was looking at references. They're really flat and low to the ground. I had to just keep lowering them farther and farther and farther. And they look prehistoric. Yeah. Yeah, Nifty says, I have toad love, but yes, the turtle is nice. It is. Put a microphone in front of them, and now it's a little bog band. Oh my gosh, guys, a little bog band. And Nifty was saying yesterday that the salamander looks like it's doing like a metal scream too. I mean, I just gotta get a little microphone in his mouth, like, that would be great. Yeah. I get you. This is true. Bohemian Rhapsody. Traveler, you are on fire today. That's too funny. It's so stupid. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. That's what I was doing yesterday. And then if you missed it, I shared a really early, exciting, pure artistry preview of the platypus. Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you are. It's really, really, really good. On a real note, on how stupid it looks, I'm thrilled with how long it took. I was able to block this out in literally not even 5 minutes, so that was fun. I used Sculptors Pro for this again. I kind of forgot about Snakehook and Sculptors Pro, so yes. I don't know what his role in the band would be. He is malformed. I mean, finished. This model is finished. This is exactly how it's going to go out. So, yes, enjoy. Ah, yes, the malformed chicken wing. Again, with the disrespect paint. Thin ice. All right. Those are the bog critters. They will be releasing... Oh, gosh, he looks so cool. Man. Very pleased with this. And it's funny because the Turtle Detective, I forgot I did this really nice shell. And on the Turtle stream last week, I used an old shell I did, and I didn't like it. The whole stream watched me fuss with the shell. And I'm like, I had this beauty just sitting here, ready to go. I just forgot about it. So, it happens. It happens. No, you cannot ask how thick the legs are. Anyway. Figured y'all would enjoy that little preview. Boop. Boop. And now we are working on a new model. And I'm going to want a lot of input from y'all if you don't mind. I'll be asking a lot of questions. You know what? This might be the first design along stream. So yeah, if I'm asking you too many questions, you don't have to answer. But if you do, you're going to design this model with me. It's going to be a fun time. Hello, Chris. Welcome in. All right, this is what's going on today. I am designing a steampunk scavenger. This is going to be for Clockwork Conspiracy. And this model is wide open on how we can do this. I'll take a screenshot of the request because it's also very open. I request a steampunk scavenger, kind of human, male or female, who is searching for cogwork parts after battles. Not a rich inventor, but somebody down on their luck. A little scummy maybe, with some kind of gun. So it's very, very wide open. For Clockwork Conspiracy, my idea, because it might help you guys to know my entire, my overview of what I've got planned here. Here we go. We have a detective who's going to be a turtle. We have the client who's going to be like this rich, very well-off, posh metal forge. And then we have the suspect or the informant, which would be this scavenger. The problem is we either have combat robots that are going rogue, or my funny take, which is clockwork anglerfish that are taking over the sewers. I just find it very, very funny that you go to the bathroom and there's a fish in your toilet that wants to eat you like a piranha. Very silly. It doesn't have to be that. But these are all requests. To have the Total Detective, the Scavenger, the Posh Metal Forge, a combat robot of some sort. I might do 3 variations. And then the Clockwork Anglerfish. Each one of those is a request from patrons like you. And I brought them together. So it needs to be steampunk. It's looser on the Victorian. I feel like steampunk has got to be a little Victorian. I know that these references I grabbed aren't super steampunk. They're almost a little more frostpunk. I don't care. I think we can find a cool thing here, but I'm unsure if the scavenger would be the suspect or an informant or like an innocent bystander. They'd be easy to blame. It's definitely in my headcanon that the scavenger would be more than capable of building the Clockwork Anglerfish. So that's my thought. I don't know if I'm gonna make him make the model a lady or a man or whatever. We'll see. I'm picturing a scavenger wandering a desert. I mean, yeah, there could be deserts in a steampunk setting for sure. I want something that's why I kind of picked this one, which I guess is a little bit more like a fishmonger. But the idea of like this very covered character, you know, I just think would be really cool. Yeah, I like that. It feels like Dune. Yeah, the movie. Absolutely. This isn't very character pertinent, but this is the first choice if we can get a quick vote on this. Lady or man? I feel like if I do a man, I'd have a little bit more real estate to bulk out the silhouette. You can't do that. You can do that for the lady as well. At the end of the day, it might be very hard to even tell if this is a lady or a man after I put all this stuff on them. But I'm curious if we have any preferences. Traveler says, I can see a few ideas. If we use the mask or helmet, we can make its figure or gender a mystery. I do like that idea, actually. Secondly, I see steampunk mechanical limbs. Something somewhat hunched. Yes, I think the hunch is me very important. Yeah, we have another vote for the mask idea, which pretty much just means non-binary. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A mask. Okay, I didn't plan on doing that. Oh, but I mean, we've got to do some sort of gas mask sort of thing. I've never sculpted one of those, and how cool would that be? Absolutely. A backpack with looted scraps. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be good. Ooh, here's a cool reference from Bloodhound from Apex. Yeah, it's a little more obviously futuristic, but like there's a lot of components here that are going to be very good. Okay, I think we know enough. Let's get started. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna jump into ZBuilder and build a body. Maybe he's holding a compass. I like that idea a lot too. Not just like a scavenger that's like homeless in a city, but more like more nomadic, I think would be more interesting. And a weird ass looking compass at that. Please explain your weird ass compass. I need more details on that. All right, for the body, I would like if this was more male for more real estate, heavier. Older will give me a little bit more of a hunch, or primate would. Okay, no, we're not gonna do primate. I can do the hunch later myself. And then we're gonna shorten these legs. All right, that's enough for me to build off of. Great, we have a body. Excellent. Can drop a couple of the subdivs because this body is going to be completely covered. And then grab polyskin. Done. Done. Excellent. Now let's pop into my ZPR where I build everything. There we go. Paste tool. We have a little reference board. All right, and we're going. I'm gonna grab just a really simple base. I always love putting them in a scene as soon as I can. I will do this one. A couple of rocks, a couple pieces of grass. It could be anywhere. Excellent. All right, we have our body. Make this a little smaller. The first thing I'm going to do here is change the posture. I think the hunchback is going to be extremely important because we want this backpack to look heavy as well. All right, I can delete the lowest subdiv. All right. Posing first. That doesn't happen very often. When you're doing a hunchback, you're gonna pose the model a few times at a few different points. There we go. The really critical thing is bringing those shoulders up and then the head down. Almost like their head's more on their chest. Here we go. We're getting some really good references here for a hunch idea. Yeah, see? Shoulders up, head down. Very important. You don't have to deform them. It doesn't have to be crazy. But a little bit goes a long way. There we go. And I'm definitely going to need to bring these legs forward a touch. Give them that little bit of a shrimp posture, yeah? We'll give really big, heavy boots, stuff like that, but that's for later. All right, kind of got our silly hunched over posture here. Let's bring these feet forward. I don't need to make them larger because we have shoes for once. I have not sculpted a model that had shoes in a hot minute. Bring those hips back, bring these arms forward. And this is nice because I'll be using a lot of this posture here is just going to make it into the final pose. So we got a little bit of a head start. Excellent, excellent. Ooh, I got it. The compass could be in the shape of an anglerfish. Oh, like a flattened one? I mean, that would just be so cool. Here. I'm going to introduce something new to the streams because you guys are saying a lot of cool things recently. And I think it'd be nice if I could just keep a note right here. All right, so nifty. Oh, I need to make that much larger. You guys can't see that. I mean, the note's really for me, but it'd still be nice if you could see it. Also, that font is horrendous. I'm very picky on fonts. I have 2 to pick from. Okay, well that one's infinitely better, so I guess I only need 2. I lost my sticky note. Come here. You need to float. I know that's an option. Font color window. Float on top. There we go. There we go. And we can make it a little smaller. Clockwork, anglerfish, compass. Doesn't mean I'll do it for sure, but it's looking like probably. All right, we have a little board for you guys to share written ideas. I think I'm gonna throw this down here. That'd be a good spot. Perfect. All right. Thank you, peasants. I like the prosthetic idea a lot, but I'm a sucker for robotic limbs. I don't think the robotic limbs are going to be worth the hassle. If we do one, I'd be open to a leg, and it would have to be really dramatic. Oh, kind of like what you guys just posted. These ones at the bottom. I'd be maybe open. Maybe. Prosthetic leg. Log. No. Yeah, storage. Let's talk storage. Traveler says, question for storage. Do you want a back thing with mechanical limbs for helping grab things? Okay. Or a large sack to the side that they carry? We don't get too Santa Claus here. Or a sack on their back, additional limbs on the side. I get you. Hey, Kai says, it rubs against how Mia doesn't like doing hard surface on stream. No, it's a lot of work. little limb. See, like if she had a clockwork arm or leg, you wouldn't even fucking know. But I'll have to spend like an hour designing it. So if I make it chunky, I'm okay with it. Or a large sled. A sled is ironically less Santa. Oh God. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Okay, we have some good ideas that are floating around. Let's bring these up a little bit. Alright, we got our gimpy, weird posture. Very good. Of our base. And there's your scavenger. He's just really fallen on hard times. He has had to sell the clothes off his back. That's all. I do need to scoot that butt under him a little more. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Okay, clothing. Those are very pretty prosthetics. I'm especially a big fan of the leg. That could be interesting, just giving him like a, not stick, not sickle. Simple. Oh man. He had to sell the clothes off his back, maybe literally an arm or leg, it would appear so. Couldn't have a backpack with looted dead body parts, robotic. He collects them. I do like that idea, that would be smart. I'm also thinking more about the clockwork compass that looks like an anglerfish. I mean, that could be enough to not incriminate him, but maybe that was some circumstantial evidence. Alright, we are beginning clothing. I'm pretty certain this guy is going to have pants, so I think that's a safe place to start. I need to be very careful with how baggy I make the clothing. If everything is baggy, nothing is baggy. It just makes the silhouette look super weird and inflated. So I'm trying to think, is this character going to be top heavy or bottom heavy? Probably top heavy. So maybe we give him some skinny jeans. A lot of it's not going to matter too terribly much, because the layering is what's going to build this image here. I do want to give him some shoes. Got some chunkier shoes. A wrapped up boot goes a long way. I use these all the time. I like these a lot. These have some little gadgets on them and whatnot. Just gonna go ahead and dynamesh this somewhat low. There we go. If you can't tell, I like mechanical characters. You do. Reminder that this is not a Warforged, but we do have one of those coming. I don't think so, not today, but soon. If I did that today, that means today would have been like a crazy productive stream. I don't generally work on 2 characters in one stream. I mean, there's no rule against it, I guess, but... There we go. These are a bit chunkier. I like it. Mirror and weld. Decimate. But you said steampunk, which means mechanics. You were not wrong. Thumbnail silhouette time? Probably. You know, the biggest reason why I haven't been doing that on stream is, one, I don't draw very much. Well, actually, I draw every day. I practice a lot. But that makes me nervous to do on stream. And then I draw on my iPad using Procreate, and I don't actually have like a drawing software on here. I know it's kind of a terrible answer, but it is the truth. I mean, I could do literally any sketch. Do I have anything that I can just open up? Here, I'm overthinking this. We're thumbnailing. I can just screenshot this, and I can just draw. Look, I did it. I did it. All right, I don't want to draw from the front, or you know what? No. I'm going to be so smart here. I'm going to do this, I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Ooh, we're gonna thumbnail. This is really exciting, guys. Please be kind. I don't do this. Okay. Yeah. Drawing without pressure sensitivity. This is normal. And then I would like the color to be something easier to see. Ooh, pink would be nice. Big fan of pink. Okay. We have a line. So, silhouette. I know I want something going on his back. Some sort of... Oh look, a box in perspective. Everything's a box. Let's see. Oh, website free drawing. You were able to link something too. Hey, that's cool. Unique, just like you. That's cute. That's really cool. I'm gonna keep this open. Free drawing and painting web app for everyone. No installation. I like this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kai said, something interesting about me is that I tend to work on 2 projects at once, always, and keep my eyes fresh. And I think that's smart. I work obsessively, so I want to do just one, but I start making mistakes. It's so true. Instead of, you can walk away and rest your eyes, or you can be a lunatic, take no breaks, and just work on a second project. I like your style. All right. What is the full link? I just got home. I'll just post it again. I would pin it, but I know people that watch on mobile, the pin chat just takes up the whole thing. Okay, so I think this would be cool. Something on his back. And then I do like the idea of some sort of skirt, like what this is. You know? It doesn't have to be. Do we have a better idea for what an interesting... No, I kind of like the baggy pants as they are, but you know what? I probably want them even more baggy. And I love me an asymmetrical detail, so maybe we do like some sort of big pouch, you know? And this would be baggy as well. I also like a big cross belt. So circles, medallions, I think those can be kind of cool to some sort of chainmail-like thing. Or just like fishnet almost. Not fishnet stockings, but like a literal net. That could be kind of cool. And then I don't like this big center drum thing. But the idea of giving him some like big shoulder pads maybe. That would kind of conflict with the backpack. But it wouldn't have to. We do have an opportunity for a really cool bitchin' robot arm. Robot arm. I feel like the back is great for the mechanical steampunk limbs if you want to add them. Plus it makes sense for the added weight and the stoop. Yeah, I get you. A shoulder mount maybe. Absolutely. Hello, Indian Sky. Let me make this even bigger since this is kind of the stream right now. So when you guys say like limbs, you know, I would want this to be a little more. Do you mean like literally just like, hello, a little arm sticking out? Or like, are we thinking like a Doc Ock situation? You could add some extra limbs and have them be pickup arms. Ooh, yeah. Like that's cool. How would I convey that? It'd be like Doc Ock, but how could I make them look like they're articulating? Probably just like actually picking stuff up. Maybe something that's touching something on the base. Like Adeptus Mechanicus. Yes. Almost spidery. That's what Nifty was thinking too. This is why I stream. All right, we're gonna put Hive Mind for this because Hive Mind currently has talked about prosthetic legs or prosthetics in general, prosthetic limbs, and then we're now getting a Doc Ock situation. I guess it is Doc Ock with a T. Yes. Jared said the winning vote was clearly what's this thread? I know, I was like actually annoyed that you guys all voted that. I meant to enable multiple. Anyway, not important. Hello, Jared. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I don't need to worry about the steampunk aspect so much. I'm getting really worried about the steampunk aspect, and that's what I did when I did my collection for steampunk. Stuff looks steampunk all the time. All right, so he's gonna have like some sort of mask. How do I draw that? Maybe this, this. This would cover his face. Something like this I think would be cool. And then he needs some sort of like hat. I am a big fan of the wide brim sort of hat and the lantern idea. I do think that would be really, really cool. I'm doing my own sketch, guys. Oh my gosh. It's not good, but it's mine. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because every time an artist I like talks about how much they don't like their sketch, it hurts my feelings, which is crazy. So, no, this is fine. This is functional. Yeah, so that's another view. I like this. I'm a little concerned about how the backpack would interfere, but I can always move the backpack lower. Here's this, and then that's gonna be that mask. Totally not in perspective, that's fine. Okay. Shirtless seems like to be a good move. Joking. That'd be baggier. That looks good. I'm fine with that. This is getting more interesting. Gas mask, top hat. A top hat. Well, I'm gonna have the client have a top hat. Could we do double top hat? Like a mechanical top hat that he wears kind of wrong? How interesting would that be? How about something that is a bit gas mask or great for the lower half, but the upper half would be featureless glass. Yeah, I'm thinking the same kind of thing. Kind of like this. Absolutely. Maybe not top hat. Maybe cowboy hat. No cowboy hat. I don't think that's going to fit the theme well. It's a... Cowboy hats, they're too powerful. Attach the head to the backpack with cables. Too sci-fi. I like the wide brim shape. Yeah, me too. He sucks the blood with his head via the cable. We have gone full sci-fi crazy. Haha, okie dokie. I love the idea though. A boiler hat. I think I'm gonna go with the wide brim just to keep distinct silhouettes between the characters, but I still love it, love it, love it. Also, if you want the theme for the anglerfish for the hat, perfect placement for an anglerfish style light source. Duh. Yeah. Oh. Literally. Guys, how freaking cool. Okay, that's smart, nice. Gold star for traveler. Can I spell? Traveler. That's perfect. Angler light. Damn, traveler. That was too good. There's like, oh, I'm inspired, and then there's like, don't you come for my job? No, I'm kidding. This is fantastic. Keep making suggestions like that. I'm gonna have to pay you, and I don't want to. All right, yeah, that's gonna be absolutely crazy. So brilliant. Okay, that's so strong. We're scrapping the multiple limbs because the hat is now the focal. That's kind of what this is gonna become. I've learned a thing or two with character design, and you don't want to go too crazy, too heavy. I am gonna do the fish net type of thing because we're kind of creating this aquatic sort of deal. And as far as his shirt goes, it's going to be so not crazy important. Maybe I'll do kind of like a simple stitched jerkin, and then probably some wraps. Is Ricky watching? Whose bin are you watching? Look, all my drawing practice. I'm actually able to do lines and stuff. I'm so excited. It's really hard for me to draw without pressure sensitivity. This just feels insane, like a pen. So this was nerve-wracking to me. Gold star to just lingual as well, because I wouldn't have done this. Okay, I love me like a thumb poking out moment, you know, the little more on the emo side. But I don't know, it feels right. And then we might end up giving him a little side plate or something. But this is plenty for me to get started here. I know, Ricky, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. You guys don't understand. Oh, fingerless gloves. That's the correct answer. Got gold stars for everybody, seriously. Fingerless gloves was the better answer here. Gosh, the stabilization on this is intense. I already have weird handwriting, but now I have to draw or write really slow. There we go. All right, and then paint, fingerless, gloves, light hat. Awesome, awesome. Will they need a scarf or something around their neck? Like a berry picker bag. I don't know what a berry picker bag is. Can you, oh, we don't have a spot for this stuff other than this back. We should have some sort of fanny pack situation. Can someone explain to me what a berry bag is? It makes me think of like Pokemon, like berry bag. Kai says, drawing without pressure sensitivity is good. It teaches you to be intentional. This reminds me of the equivalent of like dropping your stirrups when you ride. I'm like, I know it's good for me, but I don't like it. For the pants, I can see 2000's emo kid. Oh, hell yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. I like the cross strap thing. So let me at least do one. I need a different color. Some sort of strap would be good. There. And then we'll probably have some sort of pouch here. Oh, that's abysmal. There we go. And that will have also the strap. Okay, okay. We got a lot going on. He can carry things by stringing them all up and letting it in hand. Gears on a rope, like fish on a line. Like, what? So if I had like, oh, darn it, gear is annoying. Gear. But anyway, like a bunch of them on a line could be cool. That's a cool decoration that I can then like have hang pretty. Okay, we're gonna do flowers because that's easier for me to do conceptually. There. Oh, look, my alarm to remind me to stream. Already happening. All right, we're just gonna put that on there. I'll know what it means. Yeah, hang. Yeah. This will go like here. Maybe. Okay, we have enough here. Does this guy have a flying angler friend as a familiar? Maybe they have arms for looting. I don't know what we're doing with the anglerfish quite yet. I just know I'm gonna make one that's clockwork, but yeah. Also, Patreon's so well behaved today. My chat's actually like rolling. Okay. We're going to save this. All right, I'm gonna get sappy for a second. Brace yourself. You guys helped me design the coolest shit ever. This is so freaking cool. And special shout out to Kai for being like, thumbnail. Because Kai knows I am literally drawing like every single day. Like my box jokes, I draw boxes every fucking day, guys. Like, I can't stress enough how hard I've been working off stream to get better at drawing. And that has nothing to do with business. That has to do with I am obsessed with, I have a lot of respect for people that can draw. Anyway, but like, this is what I did last night. Single corner rounding. Very exciting. Boxes in perspective. This is some nice boxes. But eventually, I can draw better things. Like, this is probably one of the first things I drew that you kind of do an orthographic sketch. I'm using Artwad right now. And then, like, you put it in perspective. You literally just turn your plane. That's why I can do any of this. But yes, this is June 6th. That was 3 days ago. The other one was last night, June 8th. And I've been doing this for like weeks. So I appreciate the nudge. I really appreciate you guys. It's a big freaking deal to me, okay? And this is the site that I use right now. I've used Doodle Warriors and it was too measury. It was just too hard. It's just about drawing people, and drawing people is like the hardest shit. So, there you go. All right, done. Sap over, thank you. I have a feeling every stream, unless if I don't have a clear idea, is going to have a thumbnail sketch. It makes so much sense to do a sketch over the character that I've already kind of built a little bit. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So yeah, very excited. Very, very, very excited. Maybe a coin line, but gears. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Ricky. We just watched this episode of Friends last night where Joey gets a purse. I mean, a man bag. A bag. Anyway, we gotta give him, yeah. I love Friends. Like, I really love Friends. Okay. Neat. Guys, I have my own sketch to go with my reference board. It's me on my own reference board. That's so exciting. All right, take a sip of water, and then we get sculpting. Traveler says, also, I have an idea on those sewer anglerfish. Can you DM it to me so I don't lose it? You can talk about it here too and just copy paste it, but can you copy and paste whatever you put in chat in a DM to me as well? Or no. Put it in the channel M3DM modules. You're already there, but I'm gonna ping you. Angler fish idea. Here, this. Just so I can keep it organized. Yeah. Why are we being... No, we're being behaved. Bad Nifty. I can remove you from the live. That's fabulous. Okay. Looking good. We are going to attack the silhouette on the spot that I feel the most confident. If you're not using the contrast slider in ZBrush, you're missing out. Seriously. Use it and then use it some more. Do you remember Ninja Turtles? Oh yeah, I do. Did you? That was teased in not E3, but E3 as well. There's a new Mutant Ninja Turtle game coming out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. There we go. I'm like, I missed a word there. It felt shorter than it should have. That would be combine these with the anglerfish. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. All right, and I'm just gonna make that a thread as well for Clockwork Conspiracy ideas. Clockwork Conspiracy concepts. Idea log. Bam. Thank you. Baggy pants. Alright. Then they can be on land or sea. And it's a horrific nightmare. I do love me some of those. I like this idea a lot because it gives more location possibility. You know, instead of just the anglerfish overriding the sewers, then there can be lots of problems. Contrast slider? Yes. Kai. It is located under Tool Deformation. And it's called Contrast. And all it does is it makes your valleys deeper and your opposite of valley, ridge, higher, peaks. God damn. It makes it more extreme. More low and more high. Isn't that cool? You can go, it just sculpts for you. Literally. Mumble while you sculpt? No problem. That's so nice, isn't it? It is so nice. All right, we're gonna detail these pants because I'm having fun with them. I'm gonna grab my standard brush, crank up the intensity, a little bit of lazy radius, and are we stretched? No, we're not stretched. Then do the thing. There you go. When you're sculpting fabric folds, think about what happens when they touch each other. Do they form a new fold right there and blend together, or do they push up against each other? You must know the answer. The larger the fabric, like the thicker the fabric, the chunkier the fabric folds. I break this rule all the time because I like a certain intensity of pockets. So sometimes I will kind of just cheat it to make sure it's a big area to catch paint. Like right here, I know stuff is going to be bunching together, and I really exaggerate. When I watch artists that are better than me, that's a better way to say that, artists that I look up to, when I watch them sculpt fabric folds, I'm always like, that is too much. You're going too lumpy. And then they zoom out and I'm like, damn, that looks great. So remember that. This needs to be more straight. Oh, and don't be weird about adding folds around the crotch. Get in there. We cannot be butt shy. It will affect your models. And the funny thing is, I've had some students that are weird about detailing the crotch and like the butt. And by adding no detail to that one area, it draws so much more attention. It's very funny. It's very, very, very funny. It's okay. Also, do some life studies. You'll get over it really quick, I promise. No, okay. What is it, Nifty? What do you like to do? I've like with drapery using the slash brush first. When you go to the brush tab, the modifiers, there's an option called trails. It tapers the end of a stroke. What? How have I not known that? I've always wanted that. I just, you see, I do it kind of manually. Brush, modifiers. There's trails. What the what? Trails. Get out of here. Let me, 1 second. This is very important. Y'all know I'm always learning. The trail slider will apply multiple brushes at once. Good. The stroke, if you set to 50, you're applying a stroke. Oh my gosh. It's such a long description that it's still not showing it to me. Meep. There we go. We'll be applying 50 instances of the same brush all at once as you continue your stroke. If you adjust the slider to a higher setting, you'll see your stroke grow as you move along. I would have never figured out that means taper. Set to like 30. Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see what I think about this. Okay, that's a pretty... Oh my god. That is the best thing ever. Wow. 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 That's going straight onto my UI immediately. That's gonna go next to the contrast slider. Get over here. Where's contrast slider? Where is this on this UI that I made? I'll put it next to lazy mouse. That would probably make the most sense for me. Enable store. Thank you. Fabulous. Mia playing on hard mode. Yeah. Paint. Oh my god, that is so helpful. I feel like there should be some big pockets on the pants. Absolutely. Mia's always playing in fucking hard mode. Nah, not. My life's really good. Okay. That's amazing. And I already do a lot of good technique and stuff, so this is gonna make it look even better. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Y'all, I'm speechless. The description of how it works is awful. Like, I understand it's being technical, but could they just say, like, it tapers your strokes? No, it has, like, some insane way of... Why do I have no music? Insane way of saying that. Yeah, you're paused. Come on. Alright, that's enough. That, I definitely lost some silhouette, which is fine. Let's do a little bit more paint work. Let's use the slash brush to throw a seam on that. I'm gonna do a double line. I don't think his butt's gonna be visible, so I'm not gonna detail things I don't have to. But I will throw that on there. Just doing anything at all seriously goes a long way. There we go. That needs to be the other way. Yeah. Nope, other way. And then I kind of went nuts with these, which is fine. But I didn't get that one fabric fold I was really wanting, because I was kind of just messing around. There's a certain fold I want right here. There it is. That's better. Just, we kind of lost some clarity there. So I was like, I need to fix that really quick. And then tweak my silhouette. Contrast slider. Ooh, contrast slider was not my friend right there. That's okay. I just needed literally a size increase. There we go. All right, excellent. Really noisy on the back. I like it. Fabulous. I'm pretty much detailless for the crotch because I'm going to put a bunch of nonsense up there, like the netting. And if this is too noisy underneath, it's just going to make it hard to read. I'll put some stuff here, like a little bit of fabric folds, but I'm going to keep it really, really light. There, just a little bit. All right, we have some pens. Hello, Foxy. Good evening. We are making a Steampunk Scavenger today. We've already had so many good ideas. And I actually did my own sketch. I did some like thumbnailing for silhouette. And it was really cool. It was like a build a character with the chat. It was awesome. It's been a good stream. With a used fishnets, like real ones and not the fashion. Yeah, I wasn't planning on it being like, when I say fishnet, I mean literal fishnet on his hip. He's not going to be like fishnet. Okay. Cyber chat. Hello there. Welcome. I think you're new. If you're not new, apologies. Some of y'all have different usernames in different spots, but I think you're new. All right. Pants look good. I'm going to call these, this is my emotional support piece. And I'm like, okay, one thing looks done. Very good. Nifty says, Mia, does your ZBrush version have the macro tab or Marco? I think you mean macro. I mean, I have macros. Yeah, that's how I set up my scene lighting. But I'm not so ancient on ZBrush that I don't have macros. Inside there. Yes, I haven't looked at these. Enhance details. All right. What does it do? When pressed, it'll take the current subtool and apply a detail enhancement layer. Oh, layer. So it's like the contrast slider, right? The way you do like morph targets. It did nothing, which means it did something. I'm gonna undo. Oh, that's different than contrast slider. Oh, that's nice. That's a different. It's literally just using like morph targets on the whole thing all at once in one button click. Nifty. I swear, I've been using the software for 7 years and you have taught me 2 brand new things that I love. You can change the value. Layers tab on the right side to do the sliders. Yeah, right here, enhanced. I did it twice, I guess. Ah. And then do I have to bake these down or is this fine? Like, is this real? You know how ZBrush does previews, you know. Foxy says, not all of us are obsessive enough to have the same username on all social medias, including ones we don't use. This is fair, but if you know who you are, you know who you are. Foxy says, to be honest, I'm surprised you're speaking to me today. No. We settled? It's settled. I'm a pretty straightforward person. I mean, no. My grudge is eternal. I don't have enough capacity to carry grudges like that. You good. Nifty says, you can change the value, bake, I think. Yeah, I think I would probably just get in the habit of that just in case. All right, trails, and then enhance macro. Very good. All right, we need to get him a shirt and a mask and so many other things. Kai says, I cannot be put in a box. Therefore, I cannot have one name. Oh my goodness. Nifty is teaching. I'm always open to learn more. Okay. The shirt is not going to impact the silhouette very much, which means I'm not gonna worry about it right now. And I do have headgear that's similar in the silhouette. It's a Waymo? Oh, I can't remember. Hopefully I named it correctly in here. That would be nice. This. Yes. Weimao. W-E-I-M-A-O. But it's a similar silhouette to what I'm working on today. Obviously, I'll be detailing it very differently. Or not. I mean, sometimes it's kind of cool to mix styles a little bit and let that little bit of detail stay there. I love this too because it can cover some of his face, or their face. I think that'd be neat. There we go. Very nice. Traveler says, we have a lack of tips. Put your Ko-Fi so people can remember to tip. Always be grifting. I'll put the Ko-Fi link up just so people have it. No one needs to tip. Many of you guys already give me lots of money, and I really, really appreciate it. I do. But if you want to buy something, or just tip, you can do that. But if you buy something, let me know. Otherwise, I won't notice. Always be grifting. Thank you, Traveler. You're very funny. All right. I like this. And then the light mechanic is really just going to be building some cylinders with our little funny spring, you know, to make it look like an anglerfish, which is so cool. Do this one that's a little bit smaller. Maybe rotate the whole thing a touch. And then we'll have I'll need to put like a light bulb of sorts. Oh, it's gonna be a little tricky to see. Oh, that was better. That was better. Mesh does not contain polygons on symmetrical side. Well, then make it symmetrical. Don't be silly. There. Every time I ask ZBrush to do something, it's like, I can't do that because this thing. I'm like, well, then fix that thing. I want the main operation still. But I get most people don't want to work destructively. I'm the opposite. I'm like, subdivisions in the way? Then delete them. Don't need to ask me about it. What does a light bulb look like? Do light bulbs look the same everywhere? Or is there some variation I don't know about? We'll just do a sphere for now. And then obviously I will change later. It's a little too long. I'll need to play with that. Oh god, no. Light bulbs are so varied. It's always the most mundane topics that we get passionate about here and never change. Yeah, light bulb. Yeah. Oh boy. I mean, I've seen a lot of these, but to me, there's like 3 light bulbs here, okay? Like, sure. There's this one, the little bit of filament, there's fluorescent, and then this big dome thing. 3. Okay, that's pretty varied. And then Cyberchat says, are you alone behind M3DM? For some reason I read that like, are you alone? I'm like, in my house? Oh, no, it's me and my husband. There's the 2 of us. So I do all the sculpting, and then Ricky helps me test print and does all the graphics and whatnot, because I wouldn't have time for that. But yeah, like I got all my stuff test printed right here next to me. And you asked, I subscribed for a month in May because I bought a resin printer, nice, and wanted to have some nice minis to start with. I love the work behind M3DM, but I thought it was a collective, given the amount of work involved. I mean, kind of, it's 2 people. you know? But I do all the sculpting, so yeah, it's just me. Yeah. Nice job. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I love what I do. I really do. And thank you for having supported, you know? Hang out anytime. You don't have to be an active patron to be part of the community. That is so true, Kai. Okay, okay, paint. Calm down. No more light bulbs. Oh, that's my husband, Ricky Dean Hoover. Mia does everything. I just take pictures of her work. Okay, he is underestimating how much that he does, but sure. I do not do everything. Oh, you're funny. I do get that question a lot if it's just me making the art. And then I frequently get people asking me to hire them. And I'm just like, how big of a company do you think I am? Also, reaching out, and then once I do know that it's just me, reaching out to me to have me pay you to make my models is crazy. It's like going into a bakery and that makes bread exclusively and being like, I can sell you bread. And I'm like, I make bread. I don't need your bread. I have all the bread. Thank you. But no. Oh my gosh. Go. And also on a real note, like we do well for ourselves, but we are not the size where we could ever hire somebody to do stuff like that. That would be crazy. Not that that's super relevant. Even if I wasn't, even if we could afford to, I still wouldn't, because this is what I like to do. All right, it is time to give him a shirt. Oh yeah, they're just being silly. Cyber's like, yeah, I used to work in chemical. I'm good in protection habits, thanks. Yeah, no, people, it's an ongoing joke in this community of like drinking resin. Obviously a joke. We don't do that here. Oh, no, let's be serious. Too many people printing in their bedrooms. Oh, yeah, no one does. No. Okay, I appreciate us being safety forward for sure. But I also get sensitive when people act like being around resin is going to make them grow a third eyeball. It's not. Unless you're using it as a sunscreen, don't. But no. Kai said, butler rich. I'd pay for a friend to work for me if I had enough money. I'd hire them as a butler, though, so I could be more posh and stuck up. There we go, Indian Sky. Unless it's vanilla resin. I mean, it's in the name. Vegan resin. Here we go. You guys have a good attitude. I have a room just for printing. The craft room. Very nice. I did not always have space to do stuff like that. I didn't have a garage either. I lived in an apartment. So you make do with what you got. You know what I mean? In the beginning, we had our printer on the floor under the bathroom sink, which is great because the bathroom had a ton of ventilation because it's a bathroom. Just don't maybe have the printer running when you're taking a hot shower and steam yourself. That would be silly. Nifty says, I shall hold my tongue. Good. We don't need to get actually with each other here. But now we actually have a shop, which is very fancy, and I feel really grateful to have access to that. It's been a game changer. At the end of the day, you just make do with what you got, you know? Paint said, can someone send me a $25 so we can have a pin-up version of the Scavenger? Listen. $25 for the model variant. It's a variant. Okay. We're pushing it, doing a full pin-up. Honestly, Shans, I don't have enough of the education to answer that correctly, so I will not. But if you do want to know more about resin and safety, always check the MSDS, just a data sheet. And then Goobertown is a great video on it. But generally speaking, steaming chemicals, right? I don't have the education on this. I'm not going to speak on it. My background is in mechanical engineering, not chemical. Kai said, let's see, that's good. That works too, if you filter it out. All right, it's sleeve time. We're not shirtless anymore, so the dreams of the pinup are fading away, Paint. Oh my gosh, okay, Nifty, that is so funny. Nifty said, I spent like 3 times the amount on my safety setup than the actual printer. It's like an episode of Breaking Bad cooking meth. But you're cooking minis? That's hilarious. Amazing. I agree, Paint. I do think that would be interesting. I'm really excited for this next set. This is going to be cool. I was hoping that we would see Non-Sleeper in today's stream. They joined my Patreon this morning. Those that watch my streams for a while know Non-Sleeper. He's been around forever. I think he backed some of my Kickstarters. I actually don't know where he found my art, but he's never been a patron, which is totally fine. But I saw he joined this morning and I was excited. I figured he would find the stream. I might need to DM him. As he puts it, he is not the most tech savvy. I mean, he's a self-proclaimed old man. He's great. Anyway. Very nice. Oh, making your own treasure piles. How fun. Do I stream frequently? Yeah, at least like once a week at the bare minimum, but sometimes twice a week. This week we're on fire. I did one yesterday and today, so I'm over my quota. There's no quota. It's just a fun thing that I do. Yeah, but generally speaking, I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, around 1 p.m. Eastern time is the start. And yeah, you are welcome to hang out anytime. Thank you again for just having been here and been a patron at one point. It makes a big difference. It really does. All right, fingerless gloves. These a little lower. Here we are. Excellent. Perfect. I guess I don't need to make him naked every time I add more clothes to him. It's just kind of force of habit. I simplify by having solo on, which shows just one subtool. But it is a little jarring. And perhaps a little unnecessary. There we go. Pretty nice. Oh my god, Nifty. Sometimes feed streams when the money's tough. No, I do not do feed streams. Also, funny note, I have the ugliest damn feet. I really do. Severe bunions, did ballet at a young age, and that's not why they're like that, but we would never do that. Oh my gosh. Cyber Chat says 7 p.m. in France. I take note. Awesome, awesome. You don't have to sell it to us. Why'd I even acknowledge your comment? Oh my gosh. Indian said, I don't get the email though about live stream until like an hour after it started. Yeah. Sorry about that. I mean, I have no control over that, but yeah. Something you can do is join Discord, and if you go to the rules and roles section, if you respond here with a little farmer, you'll get a Tavern Peasant role, and I always ping everybody when I do a stream. Do be warned, I ping about a lot of stuff for Tavern Peasants. That's like maximum pingage. You might get like 1 for every stream, and then 1 for a silly poll a week. I guess it's not that much. I don't know. I'm very sensitive about being pinged. Everything's muted on everything I own, so I'm just extreme on that. But that is something you can do that could help you. I know you mentioned you're not the most Discord savvy, but that could help. Oh, and the Discord is not active patron exclusive. If there's anyone in the chat that wants to join Discord as well, you're more than welcome to. And you can invite your friends too. It's just a really cool TTRPG goodness, 3D printing. There's an invite that should work. Sometimes it's very finicky. There we go. All right. Looking cool. I really like the silhouette of this. It's pretty awesome. All right, for the gas mask. Headgear is so easy to underestimate. It's about as complicated as shoes, which are a menace. All right, let me append a cylinder. We're gonna do a rough block out here for the gas mask. And I probably won't even finish that on stream, but we can get shaping, you know? Do another cylinder. I plan for it to be kind of like a featureless, almost think of, oh, what's her name? Tally from Mass Effect? The mask could be the fish mouse. An idea. Too much fish. But might be awesome. Perhaps. Alright, we're gonna scoot your nose in, sir. And your ears. You don't need either of those. Thanks. Alright, I'll make that one section, make that another section. Something kind of like that. Very simple, but reads at all like a gas mask. I think it'd be cool if this had a stronger line on it. Yeah. And then this will also have like the breathy part on it, which would be extruded slightly, and then maybe some tubes later. Okay, now it looks like a weird little mouth. I wasn't anticipating that. I might keep it. Yeah, just a little smile. What do we think? Just kidding, we're not doing that. Looking pretty cool though. All right, nothing else from my asset library that I really want for this. Oh, I can't help myself with these little steampunk goggles. I might just throw them on there and see what I think. How about tubes that lead from the mask to the backpack? You know, I was thinking the same thing. And then I just didn't do it because I was like, maybe that doesn't make sense. But now that you said it, I'm like, yes. Oh, that's really funny looking. I know we said featureless, but now it just looks like a robot. Okay, this mouth implication is weird. Yeah, I think no eyes is gonna look better. The goggles are funny, but then it just looks like a metal forge, which isn't really what I'm trying to do. A pirate binocular, that could be one of his eyes. Then you can give him a face with the eye. This is true. Oh, thank you. Ricky does the notifications. There was a Ko-Fi donation. Thanks from Traveler. Thank you so much. Did you buy something? Or are you just being nice? You let me know. Because with that, you could get a chaos wheel spin. Just being nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, that means I can update the total as well. Ricky, spin the wheel. You don't have to. Let's see. I have no idea what the chaos wheel is. It's just a silly little wheel that will derail the stream for like up to 5 minutes. Like maybe I'll have to sculpt left-handed, or maybe we give him a tiny hat. Any variations that happen to the model are not permanent. They're just silly little things that we see for the rest of the stream. So yes. But yeah, now we're at $10 out of 50 for our Big Friday stream goal. Heck yeah. Ricky's a big fan. Ricky thinks it's funny, as you can tell. Cyber says, just to note, do you make orders for custom minis? I do not anymore. I am very expensive, and the whole situation just makes me uncomfortable. I would rather take requests from legendary patrons, which is now a legacy feature anyway, and then make these cool sets. Like this model I'm designing now is a request. Traveler says, I was tempted to go 15, but I wasn't sure how you're feeling on streaming longer. Oh, that's very sweet of you. That's very sweet of you. Generally speaking, if I don't feel up to it, I just remove it from the menu for that day. So the menu I review every day just to make sure I'm up to it. Yeah. And they could be permanent if she likes the change. That is true for Chaos Wheel spins. We had a Chaos Wheel spin from Kai that covered our Noir Turtle Detective in flowers, and then I ended up really liking it, so I obviously toned it down. But I did keep some flowers tucked under her shell and whatnot. It was really nice. Yeah. All right, just getting a little bit of texture on here to kind of see how that's gonna break up the silhouette and how it's gonna look. This character is looking really cool. The gas mask sucks, but I'm gonna work on it. All right, this. One of the issues with it is the proportions. I have it all locked up on his face. It's gonna be more like that. Let's lower this. More so like this. You're going to be a menace. Okay. I know this about headgear. It's always more intense than you think. Whether it's a crown or... I've done these like a fox mask that was inspired from one of the characters in the video game Liza P. I've been here. I know how this works. I'm going to worry about this later when I feel up to working on the gas mask more. Be gone. There. All right. Other main pieces I want to add, such as the cross belt and then the fishnet, which is not a fishnet. I do have a nice little bit of net that I have created, so we'll go asset shopping. This is a library of all things I have sculpted over the years. I take them off of characters as I finish them, and I throw them into my my closet of things, and I can reuse them for future models too. This is the net and some of the knots that I was looking at. And you know what? We really need to do a little screenshot of this guy. I always like to have a little bit of a story coming up on the upper left here as we build it together. There we go. We got our page 1. There we go. Excellent. I'm having such a good time hanging out with y'all. And we still have another hour left for the stream too. A lot of stream left. Oh, cool. Cyber mentioned, I currently have a graphic designer creating a portrait of my druid from a completed D&D campaign. Very cool. So price isn't necessarily a problem, even though nowadays everyone's trying to pay less for everything, me myself included on certain expenses. No, I totally get you. I totally get you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done commissions in so long. I used to charge like 300 for a character, but it depends on what the character was. And then what I did for a long time is I had a legacy tier on Patreon that just closed, actually, where you can put in a request. And then I get to it when I get to it. It usually takes 6 to 8 months, which is a screaming deal. But I like those because they're a little bit more open-ended. But you said it's a druid. Everyone here knows that that's my thing. Like, druids are my favorite. Yeah. Horse Girl is a druid class. How did we know? Alright, I do want this to be a little less structured looking, so I'm going to delete some of the pieces here. Here we are. And kind of hook it up. And I totally hear you, Cyber. I am also, well, I'm very frugal. I'm very cheap. But I also like supporting creators too. I kind of bounce between a few on Patreon myself. Shout out to Erica the Goober and Yume? Big fan of both of them. There we go. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we have a really active community with other artists. Absolutely, absolutely. And not be biased, but a few of them are my students, so I especially am like, go support. All good stuff. Alright, let me grab my Move Topological brush and see if I can kind of move these around in a way that I like. There's kind of a certain look I'm going for here. I don't even know what it is. But it's not what I'm currently seeing. There we go. That's cool. What a nice little bit of detail. That's going to be really, really fun. And the way that I've extruded this in this layer, it prints beautifully. Yeah, making it a little worn and frayed. Exactly, exactly. So I'm kind of like, I'll add some like more clear fray details, but making it just asymmetrical goes such a long way. There we go. Oh, speaking of requests and cool stuff, I've had a merchant, his name is Pete, who has supported me for, goodness, years. And they have been requesting one of the Zodiac every single month. And we've rounded off the entire set, I think. So soon I'll be doing a really cool series of characters or monsters. They left it completely open-ended to me, inspired by the Zodiacs, like Sagittarius, Taurus, Gemini, whatever. Which by no means am I an astrology girly, but there's some really cool opportunity here. I did a 7 Deadly Sins collection a few years back, which was so fun to have my own interpretation of the sins. If you haven't seen those models yet, go to the vault and type in sin. They should all show up. I love doing collections like that where I kind of get to just interpret it in my own way and put a spin on it. Really, really fun. And it lends itself so well to a campaign, you know? Add some details here. I got a little weird on the collar. There we are. That's better. It's kind of like this paneling look. Just funny, this is the same way that I detailed like the gestures that I've done. Oop. Something that's gonna layer well. Yeah. Excellent. Oh, priority tickets. Back in stock when? I estimated mid-June, which is, we are coming up. It's soon. Very soon. I was thinking about putting them on sale today, actually. Very limited spots on that. I think I'm only going to put 3 for sale initially. And that's just me waiting to make sure that I can get it done within 2 weeks. I am quite ahead right now, so that can be done. Very nice, very nice. Oh, this character's looking cool. Very nice. You are super chill, Traveler. Your suggestions have been so fun. And to be clear, just because I incorporate a lot of I should be back now. I think it's the weather.
I think so, yeah. Like our internet just went
Yep.
out.
I think we're back though. We're back. Thank you guys. We have a big storm coming through right now. So I was like, it's probably just, I can hear it. We're back. We're back. I knew that might happen. I meant to bring it up and I just completely forgot. Our internet is really good, but you know, when there's like torrential rain, sometimes it gets a little strained. It was funny timing though. Oh my goodness. I was like, okay. Oh, that's great. My secret is, I know, right? Oh gosh. Which is funny because I was thinking about going on a break soon. Anyway, I'm grabbing a snack or whatever. Maybe putting prior tickets back on sale right now. And then I just kind of whiffed it. Beautiful. Yeah, I am going to take a break right now. Sorry. Alrighty. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Seriously. Your guys' support on Patreon, whether you're an active patron or you have been in the past, it is why I can do this full time. It makes my husband and I's like livelihood a thing. And we've been saving up for a house. It's looking like we'll actually be able to do that one year, which is really exciting. So Thank you. Your support helps like real people do human art things. Yeah. Okay. I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Hello, welcome back. There has been festivities while I was gone. Just Lingual tipped. So did Traveler. I think you guys overpaid me slightly. Yep, Kai tossed in 10. This means you guys are going to get 2 wheel spins and an extra hour from doing this math right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I knew. I had a feeling stuff was going to happen, so I got another coffee. Also, Shans, I saw you got your priority ticket. Huzzah. Business. And Cyber asks, why do I stream on Patreon instead of Twitch? This right here. This is why. Not just like money, but like just the engagement. It's just it's a tighter knit community. It's really nice. I really didn't get that many weird comments on YouTube, but they get boring. You see someone new and I'm like, oh, exciting. And it's like, you're pretty. And I'm like, all right, that's the least interesting thing about me. Cool. I know they're trying to be nice, but usually they're just being creepy. All right, here we go. And bam. I think we're all set. Nice. All right, Traveler did another 5. And then Just Lingual did 10. And then wheel spin. Yes. All right, so 1 wheel spin. All right, sounds good. Let me update our total here because that adds it to number 15. Making our way. Halfway. All right, we're halfway to a bonus stream. Heck yeah. And then I'm gonna take off the extra hour because obviously it's a limit of 1. Whoop. Nice. And finally, I will update the time. We're now going to 2:45. Amazing. It's a good day. Making our way downtown. You know, it's funny. I played piano pretty much my entire life. I don't as much anymore, but as a kid, I took lessons. I was classically trained for 12 years, which means I played classical music, literally. Anyway, I never learned that song, of all things. Like, it's an iconic song. I didn't play a lot of pop. Oh, fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the donation. Thank you, Shans, for buying a priority ticket. All of it is just, it's a big deal. It's fantastic. All right, well, let's get that wheel spin going, yeah? A little sip of my coffee here. Getting my stuff moved around. Bring up a model. Huzzah. Yeah, there's already only 2 tickets left. Oh, Cyberchat did too. Oh, thank you. I haven't seen it yet. You're so fast. Let me know what you got, or if you just contributed or nice. Yeah, wheel spins for everyone. They're just a silly little thing. They're goofy. You never have to do them. They're just stupid and fun. All right, let's see what's gonna happen to this poor lad. We were so on topic. I knew. If you ever have ideas for the wheel spin, you can always let me know. These are just silly things I put on there. How do we get the Patreon discount for priority tickets? Let me DM it to you really quick. I send them out in a DM on Patreon, but they don't always pick up. I'm actually going to put this in the chat because anyone here, if you're not a legendary patron, it's not going to do anything for you. There you go. The ticket is for legendary patrons. This is a legacy feature. They can put in a model request and it goes into the queue. I sculpt oldest to newest. Let's say you don't want to wait 8 months. You can pay for a ticket and then I get it done within 2 weeks. Yeah, it's like a commission. All right, are we ready for wheel spin? Another ticket is already sold. Ooh, we're going quick right now. Oh, we're sold out of tickets. I'm so sorry. They're gone. They're already gone. They will be back soon. I'm sorry, Indian Sky, unless that was you. All right, we're ready. It's wheel time. Let's see what we get. Shout out to my mod, Aloha, who's wonderful, that made this wheel idea in the first place. Googly eyes. Wow, on the model where I'm explicitly not showing the eyes. Okay, whatever. I'm so sorry, Indian Sky. I didn't think you were Adrian. Oh, rip. Wow, that was for sale for a whole 10 minutes. Not even. All right, googly eyes over the mask. Let's go. And this is what's important. So this wheel spin is for Traveler. You got googly eyes, which means you are the maestro of googly eyes. I am going to make them until you think they are silly enough. All right. It's googly eye time. I imagine just using, honestly, this would be perfect. Also, a reminder that these do not make it to the final model unless we for some reason feel strongly about it. Okay, these are looking pretty stupid. Let me lower that a little bit. This design did not lend itself well to eyeballs. There's Optimiscal Studio. Sorry, Indian Sky, I got there fast. Yeah. And then Cyber is sad. Oh, because the ticket, huh? Yeah. Cyber, if you wanted to get in on the legendary patron thing and put in a request every month, I have no problem getting you in there, honestly. The only catch is that if you subscribe for a month and cancel, it voids your request. It's meant for people that are sticking around, but if you're like really bummed out that you missed out on this like special legendary thing, you've been a patron before, let me know. I got no problem squeezing you in. The only catch is that, again, it's really for long-term people. All right. And then I think you said that you also contributed? I'm getting so many emails. 1 second. Let me check. Oh, Cyber said a really nice message, too. I'm happy to discover a friendly and cozy stream. Awesome. You get the next wheel spin. Thank you. Okay. Traveler, how are we feeling about these dumb googly eyes? They could probably be sillier. Do we have to have like the little part that rolls around? I think we do. You know, I don't hate these actually. All right. I think that's pretty good. But we'll have to have our final approval, obviously. Oh, and that means we increase our total again. Man, now we're more than halfway to a bonus stream. Thank you, guys. Man. Kai said, I like the bug, like reading the googly eyes. It adds dimension. Cyber said, with the 50% off, I was too slow. But I tried a 1-year legendary sub. Oh, for Patreon? The discount code, that only works for my website. I'm sorry if I'm not on the same page as you right now. There's a lot going on. Because for the annual legendary, it's a 16% off discount that you would be locked in forever. I can't offer more than, or 15%. Patreon caps how much of an annual discount I'm allowed to offer because business, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, let me do what I want. Does that make sense? But if that's something you're interested in and wanting to put in requests and be part of the festivities, I'm more than happy to work that out with you. All right, we have not heard from Traveler yet about our googly eye, so I'm going to move on to the next wheel spin for a moment here with Cyber. Are you ready? I'm so glad that you like the stream. I like doing it too. I think it's a pretty friendly, cozy place myself. All right, where is our goofy wheel? I'll make sure to remove it so it doesn't, we're not going to do double googly eye, okay? All right, you're ready. Let's go. And we're going to get big feet. All right. Ricky has this horrible, like, lame joke. You know what they say about people with big feet. Big shoes. And I love stupid jokes like that, where you're expecting like an innuendo, and it's like the driest, dumbest joke ever. Yeah. All right, big feet. And yes, Traveler, hello. Oh boy, did chaos flow? Yes, we did your chaos spin, and we got googly eyes, and now we have these monstrosities that I made. It's up to you if you were happy with them. If you want a different kind of googly eye, I mean, you let me know. All right, we're going clown vibes. Nifty, I told you feet stream. You did. You prophesized. All right, Nifty. Not Nifty. Oh god, Cyber. Do you want big shoes, or do you want me to remove the shoes and do big feet? This is not going to be the official model. This is too stupid. But you can decide right now. Oh my gosh. That would have been so funny, Shans. Big shoes, clown shoes. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna rename the subtool to clown shoes cyber. All right. Well, to make it a good clown shoe, you don't really make this is important, you don't really make the whole shoe too much bigger, just a little bit. And the magic, the artistry, really comes from here. Let's go ahead and hide this base. We can't have anything obstructing what's about to happen here. Here we go. Artistry, it's happening. You know what's funny? I might not hate this on this character. We're not gonna go this big and ridiculous, but am I crazy to think that this actually might look kind of good to have like some like upturned shoe? This is part of the beauty of the Chaos wheel spins. More often than not, some remnant of the wheel spin stays permanently on the character because it kind of looks good. I think it's about pushing proportions. I don't know, but there's some magic in it. The googly eyes are not staying though. They're horrific. Well, this mod took a turn. It did. All right, how are we feeling about the clown's shoe situation here? Do we feel like it is clowned enough? Or are we feeling like it looks almost like a normal shoe still? What are we thinking, chat? More? The peasants usually want more. And Traveler is fine with the googly eyes. It's fabulous because you were also the person that asked for like a visor on the gas mask that doesn't have eyes, and then of all things, you get the Chaos wheel spin that puts googly eyes. That's the only thing on there I think that does that. Longer? Okay. I do think they almost look too normal. Okay, how about here? Certainly, this is enough. Right? Oh, one shoe where the top flap is open, like sticking out, go full clown. No. It's too much sculpting for something that's outrageous. Though I have done that before on other models, and it is a really nice detail. Give him clown sandals. No, husband. Bad husband. Oh, Traveler has suddenly made this real. Traveler says, I like the upturned idea on the shoes, but might I suggest maybe boxing the toe to make look like a armor or steel toe, so that they're protected as they kick through rubble for scraps. I do like that. Cyber says, what a style. Peak. This is so stupid. I hope that was money well spent for you guys. Oh, what a good way to kick off an extra hour. Beautiful. My favorite thing about the wheel spins is when new people join and then I get all nervous and try to explain away why the model has these inexplicably poor design choices. I'm like, no, this isn't like the real model. What's the most stressful, and this happened all the time on YouTube, we do a Chaos wheel spin, and I had some really crazy stuff on there that was like proper work in resculpting. Anyway, and like the original requester, of course, for the first time would tune into that one stream to see me changing their character for the worse. And I'm like, no, it's just a joke. It's not gonna stay there. It's not gonna stay there. And of course, the peasants, my chat, are just like, oh no, this is official. I'm like, stop telling them that. It's not. Oh, it was a good time. You guys stressed someone out so much. They had to DM me afterwards, like, hey, like, I really like your stuff, and like, I trust you, but like, just checking that we're not keeping that. And I was like, it was something super stupid, like, we gave them like bat wings on their head or something, and I was like, no, we're not keeping that. It's very funny. Traumatized this poor person. Nice chat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, I need a backpack of sorts. I'm trying to think of what style backpack to do here. We're not going to be too productive. Can't have that. But let's talk about backpack style. I'm going to put it into some placeholders for right now. Something that I can open. I don't want the bedrolls. I think I just want big. I like the stacked. You know, I do like this one though. I'm thinking. The backpack needs a teddy bear. You haven't been a patron and requested a model, because I do have someone that did that. It was a teddy bear backpack, and it was a like Mad Max styled elf. It was very cool. He had like mohawk, it was shaved on one side, kind of a scavenger-like character actually. Very funny. He had like dual daggers or scimitars, something really cool. And then a teddy bear backpack, which was so ridiculous, I made 2 versions of the model so that not everyone would have to have the teddy bear. And sure enough, I only ever saw people print the version with the teddy bear. Very funny to me. Never know what to expect from y'all. Okay, that actually looks quite good. Okay, I definitely completely forgot about the chaos wheel spins, and I was like, ah, why? Oh no, I lost part of his mask too. It looks even dumber. Okay, I like a lot about this, but there's still a lot I'd want to change. This top bag particularly, I don't think is well suited, and I don't think we need 2 bedrolls. 1 is just fine, and now we can kind of build up other things. Yeah, nope, nice. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what a funny thing to ask for. Oh, what if we do this? I have an open container here that I think is going to suit this character better, and then we can put stuff in it, like we've been talking about pretty much the whole stream anyway. I don't want to stretch it in that way. No. Yes. That's better. I think that's a win-win. I'm also not sure if I like the rope straps. I don't know what I'd make them otherwise. As long as I make sure there's like some tension on it. Oh, Nifty, I'm pretty sure I left a comment, but the minis you bought for me that you painted, it looks so good. You know, like, they're just really cool to see. Thank you. Not just for supporting my art, but like making art with it. You know, it's really cool to see. I never get tired of seeing people paint my stuff. I just think it's the coolest thing every time. There we go. All right. There's the rest of the mask. Oh my gosh. The shrimp I'm going to enjoy painting. So small. That's one I thought you were going to scale up because it's so tiny. That's going to be pretty epic though. Can never have too many belts. Oh, look, a toolbox. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. We are definitely lacking on belts. Let's start with that. Not like that. Thank you, ZBrush. There we are. Very nice. I knew I wanted to have a cross belt anyway. Excellent. And then I can duplicate this and kind of pivot it here. Just looks nice, honestly. Beautiful. There we are. Very nice. Always more belts. The answer is always more belts. Nice. These stupid shoes. Oh, they're killing me. Like from the front, I almost don't notice. And then like I scroll it to check the silhouette and I'm like, what are those? Okay, okay. Oh, I have these old like Chinese coins that I made when I made this like spirit sword that was a coin sword. A real thing, very cool. I think it's Chinese. And it was like a common gift that you would give like a newlywed couple as like a symbol of good luck. Also, the sword is made of money, so that's a bit of a flex in itself. But it's meant to like ward off bad spirits and bring good luck, like most, you know, talismans. Really cool though. Where is it? Where is that coin? There it is. So designing this character, I'm kind of thinking of the, oh, what are they called? The Oseram? Oseram? Anyway, it starts with an O. It's a faction from Horizon Zero Dawn in Forbidden West. They're like mechanics. Yeah. Hello, Alice. I need a better sleep schedule. I feel that I'm actually doing really good this summer. Usually during summer, it's a complete shit show. I go full nocturnal. I stay up till 4. I get up at noon. It's bad, but we're doing really good this year. Streaming has helped. Most appropriate use of what are those? Yeah, it was. Richmond. Yeah. How cool to think that this character it did not even exist just a few hours ago, you know? I knew this would be a good one to do today. Oh, and you are in luck, Alice. We would normally be ending the stream, like, right now. But the peasants bonded together and they paid for more time. So I'm gonna be streaming for another solid hour. Yeah, a little more than. Huzzah. Alright, I'm gonna use a little piece of rope. I woke up right now, it's 1:40. Yeah, I've lived that life. It didn't help that when I was, well, one, I'm just an absolute night owl. But also, somewhat in my defense, all the jobs I worked in college were on call. So it was very common that I would get called at 1, 2 in the morning to go handle stuff. But honestly, that just really benefited the way that I already was. Cyber says, I just start to work on 2x8. 1 week from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh, that's like proper early. And then 1 week from 1 p.m. to 9 a.m. Oh. Okay, at least it's still during the day, but that is kind of tricky. It always feels weird to front load my day with time off and then work at night. That'd be a tricky one for me. Traveler says, we just wanted more time to enjoy this delightful stream. Oh, that's nice. You're delightful too. Second coffee is especially delicious. Thank you, who has been, if you're still watching. It's that time of the stream. Head bobbing starts. I don't listen to the same music you guys are listening to during the stream, so if I'm head bopping horribly off time, yeah, that's why. Alright, how do I want to tie these together? I probably shouldn't spend too much time on this because I don't even know if I'm going to want to keep it. But it's such a like little intricate detail. I love those. I get asked all the time, it's like, how do you know something's going to show up on a print? And my answer, I have a lot of different answers that are very technical. And I mostly give those answers because I have people asking who are also designing their own 3D models, and they're asking like genuinely for tips. But my real answer is, I don't care if it doesn't show up on a 28mm 3D print. You know, like the answer is, it's just fun to make it. I'm just really passionate about it. And if you want to have every detail visible, scale it up. Like look at this model I have. She doesn't have any too tiny details, but look how gorgeous that is. I think this is on a 50mm base. Like her hair texture, I'm really, really proud of. I don't sculpt a lot of black characters, mostly because I just forget. My default, very lame default, I just sculpt people that look like me, which is not very interesting. But anyway, being able to do this hair texture, and then at the scale, oh, it looks so good. And again, my models look fabulous, 20mm scale as well. But I never use that as a reason to not detail something to my heart's content. You know what I mean? Fragile's another thing though. Don't make fragile models. Sometimes you can't help it, but like even like the antlers on my deer, they're chunky. They still look elegant. But if I put a paintbrush on this and it breaks, I would go crazy. I can't handle that. Chunk it up. Yeah, Optimistical. Yeah, you requested her. She's one of my favorite models of all time. That's why she lives on my what is this called? Shelf. That's why she lives on my shelf. Oh man. Oh, barbed wire is a great idea. That would have been a better idea. Alice also has great ideas. What if the coins are details on the sleeves or shoulders? Sort of like carrying the money literally on themselves. I like that too. I like that too. I have all three printed at 28mm and the details came out great. That's what I like to hear. I shall announce today is Pancake Day. You know, just gonna immediately come out with waffles are so much better though. You know, like it's the truth. Pancakes are fine. They're just a worse waffle though at the end of the day. Not to put us all into a fight. Wow, blasphemy. Thought on crepes. Crepes are fine. You know, I'm always way more excited about them than when I actually make them. I don't know. Waffles. You ever heard about waffles? They're just so much harder to screw up. It's one of the many reasons why I really like waffles. They're like not screw-upable. Why are these not connecting the way I would expect them to? That's fine. We can do some funny business. Alright, I'm messing around with this too much. I need to put this on things. I thought it'd be cool if there were some things hanging off of his hat. Speaking of fragile, stupid details, I can't help myself. I see a wide brim hat, I want to hang things off of it. It's just the urge. Nifty says, well, I've never had fat American pancakes. Apparently very good. Okay. I went mad and now we're cool again. Baking soda's used, I think. No, it's just like flour and water and sugar. You know what? I use pancake mix. Why am I talking about this like I even know what's in that? I don't know. Probably. Don't listen to anything I say. Alright, the idea of having these like coins hanging off of him was a really good idea. I know you didn't mean like on his chest, but I just think that would be cool. I'm gonna do another line of these, but maybe of gears. I think that would be cool as well. Detail. And there's a gear one in here, thankfully, so I don't want to make them myself. Yes, fluffy. Yeah. That's true. I'm still working on erasing that particular term. I get you. Be good. Alright. We're just gonna put gears on top of this because more structure. More structure, more better. We can just hijack these coins. And then they look cool too. Let's grab a couple different ones. Super thin. Okay, point 0.5. That's just a crepe, right? I am curious, what is your go-to favorite breakfast food? And your answer can't be, I don't eat breakfast. I don't either, okay? But that doesn't mean I don't have a favorite breakfast food, you know? I wanna know. Because for me, it's not waffles or pancakes. I really like a really good like breakfast potato hash. Like 1 potato, 2 tablespoons of butter, a bunch of oil, and you just like let it simmer and get browned. And then you can do like a fried egg on top, or you can do some bacon or some scrambled egg, whatever. But like the potato, so good. I'm a big potato person. Yeah. A full English. Isn't that like toast and beans? I actually don't know what that is. French toast. Oh, I do love some French toast. Ooh, granola's good too. Mm-hmm. Shan says, Mia, you'll probably be upset to learn that I am allergic to unfried potatoes. Like, what? It's starchy water. What are you allergic to? You can't be allergic to potatoes. Are you joking? That's probably a joke. You mean like anything that's not a French fry, right? Yeah. Deep fry them. Potato chips, tater tots, French fries, and I'm okay. I still can't tell if it's a joke or not. I think we're joking. But I cannot have mashed baked au gratin. No, you're not joking. That's crazy. I guess it's like the way that it breaks down the fibers. It's interesting that you're allergic to something that's more cooked rather than less cooked. Oh, that's fascinating. And deeply unfortunate. I'm sorry for you. But that's okay. There's lots of other yummy things you can have. A French baguette, butter, mortadelle. What is that? Or mortadelli? Mortadella. Oh, it's a meat. Is this bologna? No. Mortadella, it's a large salad made of finely hashed or ground cured pork. I've never seen this in my life. I feel like I've looked at this on stream before. Oh, this! Okay, no, I've seen this. Not common here. Not common here at all. Interesting. It looks good though. I like deli meats. Oh, potatoes are nightshades, so the frying breaks them down in a specific way. That's fascinating. Looks like a pimento loaf. Yeah, it does. Fascinating. Always a good stream when I learn some new foods. I have a pretty miserable appetite, generally speaking. It doesn't help that I'm just small in the first place. So I always like hearing about new foods and stuff like that. Oh, did not reach it. That's okay. That's okay. All right, I love the gears. This little gear train thing. I think that was Paint's idea. Fabulous. Big fan. Just just gonna find things I can lay these on. Maybe have some really big ornaments hanging. How's the silhouette looking? That just looks cool. That's just a satisfying little piece. Now I can kind of tuck that here, but be a bit interesting. Thank you. That is so interesting, Optimistical. I'm so glad that you shared that. I did not know that. Okay, Shan's is having a break about it. Oh my gosh, that's so interesting. That makes a lot of sense too. Okay, these are chunky enough that I could have them hang. Big fan. Shan's is also always down to learn something new. I love that about them. Oh, this is looking really cool. The fear is setting in. I'm gonna have to sculpt this gas mask on stream because I'm gonna run out of things to do. Alright, let's take these. It just looks cool. This is exactly how I wanted this character to read, just like kind of bulky. Yeah. You could turn it from gas mask to helmet with the hat rests on. Also, a la Darth Vader. Is this true? That's why I like artists. I would never imagine hanging so much metal from a hat. Yeah, it's kind of dumb, but my thought, because you commented on it, so now I'm excited to share my headcanon. Because we have some like fishmongery things here, like he has the little antenna thing, like an anglerfish, and also this fishing net. I thought it'd be neat that maybe he kept sticking himself with fish hooks and he got annoyed by it. So he started hanging fish hooks from like the edges of his hat so he wouldn't lose them or whatever. And then eventually as maybe the waters dried up or it became more of a desert steampunk type of area, or just more urban, he started putting gears that he frequently needed on them so he didn't misplace them. That's his organization system. Because if they're right in front of your face, you don't have to look for them very hard, do you? So that's my thought, is that he frequently has things they're looking for, and instead of having to search from them, they already had these strings of wire and like fish hook hanging, so he just started putting little gears on them that were most common. Yeah. Steampunk setting is a port city with fishing. There you go. This is true. It doesn't have to be. Steampunk is so interesting where it is, but I do think a port city works well in steampunk environment for sure. I really like the anglerfish bit on the hat. Isn't it brilliant? That is Traveler's idea. I made sure to note that on here. Gold star for Traveler, light hat, and then nifty wins for just teaching me stuff in ZBrush. I'll spit out my coffee. Guy said, anglers do indeed stick hooks into their hats. No, you're good, Chance. I meant this particular setting. No. Don't be sorry. I responded in a weird way. Amazing. make their arms a little skinnier. And then let's rough this up too. I didn't expect to have any of the body showing, so he has these really low poly fingers, but that's fine. And we're gonna kind of just rough these up. Some nice texture on those. Maybe a little too much texture. Ah, no such thing. Bulk up that contrast. Oh yeah, we're in business. This character is so freaking cool. Man, I knew it had a lot of potential, but I was still kind of unsure of how it would come together. I keep forgetting about those shoes, and I'm like, ah, yeah, right. For some reason, I'm able to tune out the googly eyes, but the shoes get me every time. Do you want to put cogs or gears on the end of the bedroll? I like that idea because, one, it would keep the form, it'd be a little easier to roll up potentially, and two, a very, very unnecessary mechanism where it would unwind itself. I don't know why you would ever need that because the bedroll falls open anyway, but I love the ridiculousness of it doing that. It's a very easy win, so I'm gonna go with yes. Let's make that flattish. And then people can paint it like a bedroll or not, you know? Ooh, I don't like that it did that. Stop. Stop again. No. There we go. It wouldn't be a stream without me bickering with ZBrush, unprompted, at least once. That just makes the silhouette look nice. What a lovely little detail to pop. Doesn't even have to make perfect sense. That's been one of my biggest gripes with some video games I've seen come out recently, where I'm like, you could do anything with your concept. Anything. Be interesting. For the love of God. I played a game recently because I got Game Pass again, just try it out. What was it? Eternal Strands? Oh God, I hated it. Awful. And it was so unfortunate because, okay, I really didn't give this game much of a chance, I will say that. But it looks fine, you know, I mean, it's pretty, the graphics are good, if not a little bit generic. And the character portraits, the 2D portraits, I thought were really, really good. And then you get into the world, it just feels completely soulless. And it's so boring. It's just like The Withering or something. And then you're like, oh no, corruption, go to this area and clear. I don't know. I guess you can put a lot of stories in broad strokes like that. And it could sound boring, but it was boring. I didn't like it. That's all. That's my really, really bland argument. You know, I consider it, it's a funny thing that I'm proud of. I do a much better job developing an argument or a case. I just mean argument in the sense of like a case, not bickering. Anyway, I'm much better developing arguments for things that I like than things that I dislike because I think it's boring. I'm just like, bah, I didn't like it because I didn't like it. Bah, whatever. But I find like a personal fun trait or hobby of mine to really get into the nitty-gritty of why I like something and all the different ways that it succeeds. And just a more fun way to live, I think. And I don't like spending that much time talking about things that I don't like. I just find it terribly boring. I didn't like it. Why am I talking about it? I might have to vent about certain things, like if it's a game that I was looking forward to or a book and the ending betrayed me and hurt my feelings, then I'm going to vent about it and my husband is for sure going to hear about it. But I definitely don't talk about it nearly as much as I've talked his ear off on why I like Hades 2 so much. It's so much more fun to like things, right? Right? Yeah. Oh, I agree, Traveler. It seems like this fellow would go the extra step to overcomplicate a simple design to improve on it. I like it. No need for more. More is more. Yeah, absolutely. People who dislike things are how I figure out how boring they are. I agree. That's very well put. I've always mentioned that. Like, if you dislike something and you go out of your way to, like, run over to Reddit to rant about things you dislike, you need help. That's weird behavior. It's really weird behavior. And then I realize I'm being weird for reading these forums. I need to stop. And I love Reddit. I still use Reddit all the time. But I used to have this really bad habit where I would finish something, like, we'll say, Attack on Titan. And I don't know what possessed me to go to the subreddit and be like, oh, what did other people think about the ending? Wow, was that a bad decision? That was a horrible decision. Oh, 0 out of 10. Don't do that. What a dumb thing to do. Oh, man. On another similar note, I think having good taste is very overrated. So what if you like a lot of things? So what if some of them are objectively kind of awful? Whatever, you know? Oh, that is so true. Jackbox games are such an easy win. Yes, there are too many boring people who make their personality what they dislike. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, this guy is so over the top. It's great. I wanted this to be a very busy design, and it is, and it's awesome. Okay, I have a problem. Light bulbs, I feel like aesthetically look better, you know, from the top, like normal, like light bulb shape, right? But technically to be powered, it would need to be plugged in like this to plug into his hat. So I want to design this as a light bulb, but it would be stupid if it was just stuck to the top. I feel like the answer here is like a Tesla coil of some sort, but I don't really know what I'm talking about. I read a paper on it in college and remembered nothing. Just vibes that if that would be the Tesla way, we wouldn't need wires. Anyway, but yeah, how should I design this light bulb? Where should I put it? Fantasy Magic Power Source. That is my favorite power source, sir. A boob light bulb. No. Oh wait, no, you're serious. I mean the threads, yes. Oh, they need something for their hands. Yes, they specifically requested a gun. So we have lots of different opportunities there. What if it was a gun that was shooting like a hook to stay with this like mariner theme? Is mariner a word? Mariner. Because it's marine, like marine life, but it's not mariner. Okay, anyway, not important. A hook shot. Yeah! How do we feel about a hook shot? A crank to reload his hat. I also think that would be funny. Mariner. Why not mariner? I think it is also, you're right, it's mariner. But marine life. Also, why isn't it marine? Because usually if there's an E at the end, it makes the vowel long, right? So like the I should be I. Marine. But it is marine. English. Okay. I'm looking at light bulbs. Oh, we should do this one. Wait, I was being dumb. This light bulb would let itself hang, and it would make sense for the orientation. This one. I should do this. Marinade. Oh, don't even get me started. New idea, a lobster sea trap backpack? That's such a good idea, and a lot of work. I'll think about it. Oh, I need to sneeze again. Okay. Did I unmute? Yes. A spear gun. One's for business, one's for fun. That's a crazy way to say that. I love that. That's such a good idea and a lot of work. It is. Well, when I work at an absolute snail's pace when I stream, everything's a lot of work. I'm being a snail. But I'm having so much fun being a snail with you guys. If I want to work faster, all I have to do is set a timer, and then I like focus. That's it. And the timer could be for anything. Frequently when I work, I don't set a timer like for 15 minutes. I just set a stopwatch. That's it. And then I'm focused. Oh my gosh, Alice, that's cursed. That is so funny. Pinned. All right, we're gonna do this light bulb. It's gonna be kind of difficult, actually. Can I move this around? Yes, I can. Please be smaller without being a pain. All right. No. You're being silly. There we go. Nice. All right. Doing a little bit of organization. We do have another timestamp, and hey, it's doing the things. Okay, I'm gonna hide your dumb shoes and just for this. Same with the googly eyes. They're both beautiful and necessary. There we go. We're getting there. All right, it's all back. What did we get? My what? Your dumb shoes. Did I stutter? Sorry. God, I don't have it in my heart to even be kind of mean. I'm like, I actually feel bad for saying that, even though it was a joke. Okay. Traveler says, you need a power source for light bulb in the hat, right? What about a small crank charger? So occasionally it's dark and they have to like crank their hat. That'd be kind of cool. I will think about it. I'm a big fan of mystery magical light source power source. But what you said is also very cool and it looked really good. All right, we're designing a light bulb. So I'm gonna move it up here and it's gonna look like a light bulb. Small. And then I can't believe all the priority tickets sold out already. Goodness. I had a feeling, that's why I was like, I'm gonna really wait until I know I have time to do these. All right. Then we're going to extrude, polyloop. Yeah, it's fine. Duplicate again. I don't want to duplicate that one. I want to duplicate this one. Shan said, okay, Mia, but you knew I was going to slam that buy button like it was a game on a game show. Yeah, that's true. I did. I feel very lucky to have a community that when they say like, hey, I want that, I'm going to buy it, they do in fact do that. I know it's a common issue with artists having their community say that they want things, and so they put it for sale and they put a lot of time into that and then like no one buys it. I've never had that problem, thankfully. It might also be because I don't change anything either. Like I'm very consistent. Why are you being dumb? Ah, when did I do that? Look, bonus pieces I didn't want. Stop. Go away. I did a mirror and across an axis that I didn't realize was there. Ooh, reference image is posted. Yes. Ooh. Oh, that works. Why was I so confused about how that would work? Why was I so certain it had to be the other way? Okay, well, I'm not even doing that kind of light bulb anymore, but that was helpful. Oh, interesting. That sounds terrifying, Traveler. Well, it'd be pretty easy to manipulate these shapes to make a new shape if I need to, so. Can we be less of a dumb shape? Be a shapier shape. All right, we kind of have like a headlamp sort of ordeal going on right now. And I do think it'd be nice if I had visible threads. Kind of an odd way to have done that. I'm fine with it. Interesting piece. Okay, this is a really good little assembly. I think I'm gonna do a normal shape light bulb. Thank you, Nifty. I have no idea why I could not visualize this. Isn't that funny? Some things you can visualize really easily, and then other ones you just can't. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Okay, having it like this, though, also looks good, and kind of like an acorn. Oh my goodness, Alice. It's getting worse. I can use the forbidden letters. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Amazing. I read it as D20 as well, Shans. Traveler said, talking about these like carbide lamps that old miners used to use, they use some very, very spicy rocks that are highly combustible when exposed to D20. H2O, water. Only at the tabletop. Also true. Fabulous. Okay. I made a thing. Oh, Cyber. Sorry, that code is not public anywhere. That was just, it's a special little one-off deal. I'm so sorry, that's confusing. It only can be used for priority tickets. Nothing else. And it doesn't even exist. I'm sorry. You saw behind the scenes in a way that was confusing. That is not part of my business model at all. That's for people that were a long-term supporter, and then I made this little system just for them if they've been around for more than 6 months consecutively. It's not like a public-facing thing at all. Good question, though. Definitely ask. Okay. Yep, you're welcome. Yeah. I would never offer a 50% off discount on my legendary tier. It's such a good deal already. That would be dumb business on my part. Which, not that I haven't done that before. Okay. It's already not the smartest business value, but I don't know. I make all this cool work, and it annoys me if I have to charge for everything separately. Then I get all these models that end up not being used by people for a super long time. So, I don't know. I like being able to make a tier where you can just buy it and forget it. You know you get everything I ever make, you know you get it with that tier. You don't have to play games. I have some artists that I really like and some mini makers, and it drives me crazy where I'm like, okay, so if I buy this tier, I get this pack, but if I got this other tier, I get this combo, and by the end of it, I'm like, ah. I just want all of it and I don't have to worry about it. I like it simple. I get you, Traveler. It looks like an acorn. I'm gonna change it. I'll do local symmetry. There we go. Also, the bigger I can make this light bulb, the better. Just makes it easier to deal with. Now it looks like a funny little eggplant. Do I have a fishing rod in my asset library? Yes, I do. I have a really good fisherman in my library that uses that. Alright, let's see if I can make this look more interesting too. There, that's more interesting. Huzzah. Oh, that'd be interesting. To be RDE again, it does need that little funny nipple at the bottom. It does. Let me see if I would even like how that looks. Oh, that's too much. We'll do more shaping on this later. Still looks kind of funny and eggplanty. I do like it though. Alice said, it's starting to be warm enough to print for us again, so now I just need to figure out how the vault works. Oh, yeah. 1 second. Nipple. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, we were talking about nightshades. All the way. Amazing. Alright, quick demo, because I know there's not only 1% of the question about this. This is the vault. If you're a legendary patron, you can download anything here. Here's your stuff, here's your filters. You can be like, I want a character. Bam, now it's only going to show you characters. You also have different like classes and races that you can filter by, that kind of stuff. But click on a model that you want, and there's going to be a button. This only happens the first time in like that browsing session, and you click unlock with Patreon. It's going to ask you to pay if you're not logged in. Obviously, I'm logged in. And once you do this, it will be an allow deny screen. You click allow, and then you're in. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like when you're logged in, because that could be confusing too. And yeah, it's always nice when it's warm enough so you can start printing again. We have that same problem here. But yeah, so when you're logged in, it'll have this, get the files, instead of having that unlock with Patreon. And that's it. If you like clear your cookies or refresh your browser, like it's like a week from now, you'll have to click allow again, but that's it. It's like just once per session. Here you go, there's the files for that. I always have a couple of renders. I always have a photographic in there to show what looks like printed, and then pre-supported and unsupported. Just in case you want to pre-support it yourself, or maybe you want to scale it up, scale it down. But that's it. Good question. I do have a post on Patreon that lists the steps, like 2 steps. But yeah. Hope that helps. Pewter is made of lead? Yes, sir. Cyber said, I did that in November, getting nice creations, including a fairy for my new D&D character. Very cool. Very cool. May. I was going to say, I'm like, I think you said May, but I know what you're talking about. I got you. I'm Alice. I'm 4,000. I never learned how to read. Gosh, what? That was a Vine. Oh, that was so funny. Love dry humor. It's not? I would just be careful with pewter stuff. That's all. Just like most things, don't put it in your mouth. If you're not sure, don't put it in your mouth. I think that's a pretty good rule of thumb, yeah? There's Kai. Wasted opportunity. We need more lead in our lives. Let's wait for something crazy. Okay, but what about computers? That's silly, right? That's no. Alright, what was I doing? I was doing something. I don't like this angle. I think it looks weird. Delete. Alright, let's make this look nice. Shall we? Yeah, I want more of a... That's much better. That angle is really bothering me. It wasn't angling. Ha! It wasn't anglerin. Haha. Okay, that was really bad. Whoop. Scoot that forward. Up. And then I'm going to duplicate that and make it shapier. We were at that point of the stream. Shapier. Nice. We were going to try the fishing rod, but I was like, ah, I have so many concepts I need to realize right here. I think I'm just keeping it simpler. I'm laughing because I'm like, this is anything but a simple character. I'm kind of just not letting myself do anything until I resolve this face situation. Then I'm allowed to have fun again. Oh, I was gonna change the hat, but I guess this design didn't really bother me. It's definitely not very steampunk, but it works, you know? We can remove the chaos, you know. It's forever. No, I'm kidding, I know. Literally anytime I can. I'll remove it when I get to that section, but if I haven't gotten to that section yet, I just leave it because it's funny. Like the shoes, I don't need to do anything with that, so that will just stay there. But we are going to remove the googly eyes when we design the mask. That's very thoughtful of you, though. You're very sweet. Love heated coffee mugs. I drink coffee really slow, so having that fancy heated coffee mug has been a game changer. Oh, I got a funny little butt situation going on there. All right, any other big... Oh, we don't have any pockets on these pants. I would like to add that. I think I want it to be an open pocket too. So what I'll do is I'll grab this and we'll just see how it looks. No harm in just trying it. And we got some matchy-matchiness going on. Get more of a cargo short look going. I do want it to conform to his leg. It's got to make sense still. There we go. And I'll put some stuff in it too. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, they need big pockets. Heck yeah. Indian Sky says, I need one of those, being neurospicy. I'm constantly getting distracted and drinking cold tea. Ugh, yeah, no cold tea. Oh hey, Cyber joined Legendary. Heck yeah. Oh shoot, you joined Legendary annually. Holy crap. Sorry. Thank you. Wow. Let me get you that secret request board, okay? Okay. Listen, peasants, this is serious. Don't go telling people if they hang out on chat and they're nice that I give them the secret deal, okay? It's a secret. We don't do this, okay? The request board is dead. It's a secret. Nobody gets it, okay? I am very biased to people that come in and that are nice and hang out in the community and they just fit right in. Cyber fit in immediately. It's like he's been here since the beginning, right? So I get to do this. But don't you go telling people, oh, just hang out on her live stream. She'll let you in. No, I won't. I won't. Don't do what? It's a secret. We're being cool, okay? Anyway, Cyber, go ahead and you get one request a month. That's how it works. It's not a commission. You don't get revisions. But once a month, you can send me a DM and you can ask for a model. People are sometimes very detailed. Other times people are like, I want a deer. You can, 2 words. Please don't send me like a 500-page short story. That has happened before. You can send me bullet points. I will always keep the core of your request. If you ask for like an elven druid, I'm not going to give you a male barbarian. It's going to be an elven druid. I do change stuff sometimes, but generally speaking, it's pretty true. That also means that you could buy priority tickets for your requests in the future to get them done within 2 weeks if you don't want to wait. All right. It's a secret. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Cyber, here we go. I subbed for May, get notification today for stream, spend a good time, and now I'm a sub for a year. Got him. Good, we're all agreeing it's a secret, except for Kai. I can't keep secrets. I'll have to be executed ahead of time. All right. I have deleted your comment. I can't ban you. Nope. We are conforming. Alice said, don't worry. I'm good at keeping secrets because I've already forgotten what the secret was. Honestly, what a mood. I feel that I'm the same way. There we go. Cyber says, I can't thank you because nothing happened. Exactly. Very good. Good peasants. Good peasants. The moon landing was fake. Okay, on a real note about secrets, but also conspiracies. My favorite thing to do with people that are like crazy conspiracy people, I have a lot of crazy friends. Anyway, you just gotta out crazy them. So we have a friend who doesn't believe in the moon landing, which is painful to my soul, okay? I'm not gonna go there. So instead of doing what I want to do, which is like, what do you mean? You just out crazy them. So instead of being like, oh, well, the moon landing is obviously real because this and this, you go, you believe in the moon? It works every time. Every time they're like, well, you just gotta go crazier. Not mean, not nasty, crazier. Same with like flat earthers. Like, oh, like the earth is round. Just throw a good cube at them. Be like, well, really, it's not just flat. Live stream's not real. Yeah. Flat earth and pancakes. Huzzah. Say we live on Asgard. Yes. I was friends with someone that 100% believed fully in all of that. Yeah. Which is fine. I'm not here to make fun of people's beliefs. Unless it's stupid. Like, the moon landing isn't real. There we go. Ricky is better at this than I am. I'm ass at this. He's great at it. You believe in flat? Nothing is flat. We live in a donut. Yes. Ooh. Oh. Alice says, thank you for getting us back on track. I was thinking about how to make a gas mask more D&D-ish, and I got stuck on Frenching a magic snake, and I refuse suffering this thought alone. Oh no. The sun is the donut hole. Yes, this is what we do with flat earth or moon people. It's a twofer. We live on a donut, and the donut hole that's missing is the sun. Very good, Ricky. Asteroids or sprinkles. Damn, you were too good at this. When I tell you, my husband is one of the smartest and most creative people that I know, and he uses it for just pure stupid evil. It's great. Oh my gosh. All in the back of a giant turtle. It's turtles all the way down. Yep. Oh, what's happening? Why is this what always ends up happening in like the last part of a stream? It just completely devolves into absolute nonsense. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was fun. That was very fun. Traveler is right. It's true. He has Discworld. Oh god, this is getting so dumb. I love it. Asteroids or sprinkles. Yes. Amazing. Alright, what are we putting in these pockets? I do like kind of making these a little, what's a fun word? Cattywampus. Making these pockets a little cattywampus and just putting different odds and assortments and trinkets in them. Probably just like a bunch of hoses, nuts and bolts, gears. We're not doing limbs. We're not doing full limbs. It's too much. Oh, Optimistical said, can I ask a favor and see the turtle before the end of the stream? Just so I can get a sneak peek. Okay, yeah, but it's really not done. And I wasn't super, like, proud that I didn't get it more done on that stream, so I didn't upload the VOD, but then I remembered that you're the patron who asked for it, and you're super cool, and you have, like, artistic vision, so you'll see where it's gonna go. I'm gonna show that to them now. It's super not done. Alright, Scavenger. We did come up with some really cool little headcanon. So there was a Chaos Wheel Spin from Kai to cover it in flowers. And I thought it'd be cute if she still had a little bit of like, you know, she lives with her old flame, you know. So I thought it'd be cool if maybe she kept her favorite flower on her just in case. I don't know. I thought it'd be cute. It's not gonna have this many flowers. Don't panic. Oh no, we simplified. It's very, very early. We're probably not gonna do this kind of hat. I just threw it on there because it was funny. And maybe kind of cute. I think I'm gonna go with a fedora instead. But this is a very, very early look. This is where it started, okay? I did your model completely from scratch because I was feeling, I don't know, I chose violence, I chose problems. So we improved a lot. It's gonna be really cool. But there's a really early sneak peek. I got no problem honoring that for you because I know you got vision. I love it. Yeah, you're the best. I knew it. Damn, I hoped it'd have all the flowers. Honestly, Alice, I might release an alternate version with all the flowers. Like, it has such a vibe. Oh my goodness. But I'm also very biased and I love anything druid. So I kind of go a little crazy with the plants. But this would be an alternate silly version if I did this. I wouldn't force this on you. But yes, that's how that's turning out. All right, back to our scavenger. On a real note, you can treat all of space-time as a disk, a liquid disk. Yeah, because I guess this place, well, whew. I wouldn't go there though, too much math. Yeah, I immediately was just like, oh my god. Traveler says, oh yeah, Mia, did you see the Neon Odyssey Kickstarter and its completion? I didn't. You can expect there might be people requesting for that in a year or two. More is more. That sounds awesome. Why liquid though? Because problems. The next doctor is a turtle. I love that. Anything else I missed? I don't think so. Like always, if I ever miss something in the chat and you're like, Mia ignored me, I didn't. I just didn't see it. So just repeat yourself as needed. All right. We have de-googly-eyed. And now we're going to work on this mask a little bit. I don't know why I feel like I can't design a mask. Okay. I have some ideas. I know I dislike here now. Man, this is such a vibe already, though. Couple things. Nifty says, my buddy is a space freak who knows everything about it. He has a favorite moon, not ours. That's really funny. That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, I like people who like things. And what a fun thing to define yourself by your love for space. I would like space more if it didn't make me feel so small. And that's a fun part about it, don't get me wrong. But I'm also extremely afraid of death. So, you know, it can feel humbling and good to feel insignificant, but yeah. So somber, you know? It is cool though. Kai said, am I allowed to be the resident space freak of the tavern? 100%, but you better name yourself accordingly. Of many names. Okay, so the Neon Odyssey, it's D&D, sci-fi, though an 80s synthwave with a pinch of Saturday morning cartoon vibe. Is that how they describe it or how you describe it? Because that is delightful. And if that's your word choice especially, gold star. Nifty says, Kai, I understood like 10%, but I like the pretty words. Thanks, caveman noises. Those are my favorite kind of friend pairings, you know? Just lingual, the thrice dead astromancer. Beautiful. And now it may be done. Amazing. Okay, for gas masking, this needs to come down here. This comes up. It looks like a face. Round it. And then this is going to have more of an extrusion. This can be a really cool piece. Just have to create my shapey shapes. There we go. These need to be kind of extruded down. And it would be nice if I modeled it instead of, come on autosave, I'm in a zone. It would be nice if I didn't move these around manually, because it's going to make it lumpy. Ooh, that's not what I expected to happen, but it's like exactly the shape that I wanted. What a happy accident. Very nice. All right, let's extrude this. And this. New, extrude island, please. Yes. Nope. Yes. All right, we've improved this. Just refining these shapes a little bit went a long way. Wouldn't you know? Oh, that's a weird head shape they got going on there. Anyway, we don't see any of that, so I'm not going to fix that. There we go. Fabulous. That's looking way better. There we go, just lingual the 17th. Oh my gosh, that's right. I did a game. Not everyone knows this. I do game streams, and every now and then I do game streams with Peasants. And Just Lingual, it's a long story, but I sent him a package that he had purchased from my website, and it got stolen. And the Peasants on the chat decided that he needed to be punished for that. I don't know. So we did a game stream with a game called Peak, where you need to climb a mountain. So we did a Peak punishment stream with Just Lingual. And this dude forgot about it, or whatever. He was 17 minutes late. So I was just going to go on without him. We're live. We're live streaming. I'm on my channel. And he was 17 minutes late. So I called him 17 for about a month. I wouldn't use his name. I just called him 17. So yes, that's why he is Just Lingual the 17th. Thrice dead astromancer. I must live my shame. Amazing, amazing. Oh, magic snake time. Oh, that would be awesome too. Now I just want to make that. This in general just looks fabulous. Maybe for one eye. Oh. Like a pirate thing. Yeah. I would probably flip it, which wouldn't make sense, because obviously it's supposed to get bigger as it goes, but then I give like this little tiny fragile point sticking here, so I'd probably want to flip it. I might. One eye or a giant mono eye. You know what's funny? Because they said human-ish, and you could totally play this as if it was a Warforged. I think I have a little pirate thingy. Monocle? Monocle, right? Because binoculars. Monocular? What is it called? What is the thing called that you look for? Oh my gosh. I know you said it earlier. I'm just totally whiffing on it. Also, I know what's on the screen. I know it's not hard to make, it's just a cylinder, but I have already done it. So why do again? Where is it? It would not surprise me if I did not save it. Because I hate future Mia. I love causing problems for future Mia. Oh, goodness. Meep. Monocularis ocularis is the name. Actually, because that sounds like a joke, but it does sound real. In the middle, you have the item. Oh, did we find it? Yes, this is it. Dead middle. Thank you. Thank you so much. What a fun little Where's Waldo thing we get to play together. It's a bold-faced lie. No, I like it. Monocularis ocularis. Because, you know, ocular of the eye region. Spyglass. I think that's what it's actually called. so nice to see the progression of the mini from scratch to the steampunk fisherman. Yeah, it's pretty bitchin'. It's a good time. Oh my gosh, I love it. I can already tell this is going to be fabulous. Okay, I need to figure out... Okay, if it's in the center, it's a little cyclopsy. But it's such a cool idea, and I can have it touch the brim of the hat, which means it's going to be a lot stronger when 3D printed without, you know, sacrificing shape. And it's just weird. Oh, it's cool. Wow. Whose idea was that? Huzzah. Or was there just a lot of you guys asking for the same thing, and I kept not doing it? I feel like you guys brought this up earlier in the stream, and I just kind of mumbled through it. Got reminded of this. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, who is that? Is that the guy... Toy Story, right? When he was working on one of the toys, obviously. That scene was so tactile and, like, just delicious. It reminds me of that other, like, really old animated... I'm being so vague here, I'm sorry. It was 2D, like, drawn, and there was, like, little mice. I like, couldn't read at this point, even. I was very small. And they were, like, eating biscuits. It was the same kind of vibe, where just, like, it was so, like, tactile. And I remember thinking, those look like the most delicious little cookie biscuits I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was Toy Story 2. Yeah. But what was the bit, the mice and the biscuits? That they, like, dunk in a little, like, the cookies were, like, as big as them. Oh, hello, Otaka. Still going. Yeah, they paid for an extra hour, so we kind of just kept going, and it looks so freaking good. Ugh. Yes. Looks like an old man who supports flat Earth theory. That hasn't been my experience. I feel like the crazies are always like middle-aged, young, but yeah. Oh yeah, Kai, where's your stick figure recap for Otaka? Come on. Hey, it's Pyro. Banana. To you too. This was such a good time. We are through. I mean, this is the end of the stream. We got an extra hour, and boy, was it worth it. We really got a lot of cool stuff done. Okay, I actually am going to keep the larger shoes as part of the model, but we're going to do it within reason. I ended up really liking it, partly because I guess I had to look at it for a couple hours, but it really grew on me, genuinely. Having that upturned shoe look, which is kind of cool. And then if I square off the toe, it'll look more like a metal toe, which is a great idea for them, like, kicking through scraps and whatnot. So I will flatten that toe off a little bit. I think that was another traveler idea. I am impressed that we have so many active creatives in the chat. Like, it's not the same great ideas coming from one person. Like, y'all really do seem to take turns with fantastic ideas. Oh, it's so cool. What a weird character. Oh, I love it. And then we're going to have that clockwork anglerfish to complete this set, and the detective and the client, and oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be good. Yeah. Otaka says, I have no conception of time. I have been bringing kids to bed the past 2 hours almost. Rough, man. One last idea. Do you want to try using a gear around the edge of the spyglass? I probably will. Just something flat on that plane I think would look really good. Pyro. No, I just arrived, so the party is supposed to be starting. I always love that. I mean, you do live at the center of your own universe. That is fair. That's we could make this philosophical into that, like, if a tree falls in a forest but no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Which I've always found stupid. Yes, it makes a sound. But I'm also very crunchy in the sense that I'm like, how do you define a sound? Whether it was perceived or whether or not it made vibrations. And I'm of the opinion it doesn't need to be perceived to exist. Anyway, wow, I went far with that. Banana, to you too, Pyro. Christ. I just think having some sort of big gear on his face would just look cool anyway. I know you probably meant smaller, like up here, but I just think it looks good right here. Haha! Yes. Cyber says, I begin to see a problem with your stream. I become attached to the mini, and now I want to print and paint it. Haha. It's all part of my diabolical plan. Yes. Not only will you be entertained, you will be inspired, and you will have to like it. Seriously though, this model looks incredible. Man. And the best part is, like, this is kind of what the pose is going to be. Obviously we're going to change it to be a little more asymmetrical, because this is kind of weird. But just the body language has gone so far. Yeah. Pyra says, strange creature you got here. I want it. I had no idea what I'd use it for. You were in luck. This is going to be part of the Clockwork Conspiracy Pack that drops next month in July. So there's going to be a whole set. We're going to have him. We're going to have this noir detective turtle. Another metal. This looks like a metal forge now. It's actually a human with a mask, but whatever. It's going to be this really posh nobleman warforged. And then we're also going to have like scrap robots built together. So this character is going to match perfectly with our clockwork anglerfish and then 3 different combat robots. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah. Sounds good, Otaka. That's very sweet. Oh, I love that. I want a chocolate 3D printer. Play D&D or Warhammer, where you get to eat the mini after you kill them. Beautiful. This would be a very good scaled up paint job, for sure. It'd be a bit of a menace at 28mm. Not too bad because of how chunky I made them and how close together, but for its full potential, this would probably be like a 54, 72. Cyber said, I just became a cultist, following diabolical plan. I prefer the term peasant. It's a little more neutral, a little more bland than cultist, but you know, label as you desire. Pyro said, I'm definitely missing some lore, but I'm choosing to believe Otaka has an infinite number of children. That matches my headcanon too. I do know the real stuff, the real answer, but I'm not going to correct you. Alright, we have come to the end of the stream here. Let me get a fun little splash page. Let's remove the paint on that. There we go. Oh, it's so freaking cool. Wow. Alright, let's take a screenshot for anybody who missed the stream. Alright, smile. Big smile. Ta-da. I will probably stream tomorrow. Yeah, who knows? If I'm not streaming by 1 p.m. that day, it's not going to happen. 1 p.m. Eastern time. Generally speaking, I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the max. But this week I already streamed on Monday, so no rules, I guess. Yeah. No, I think we're on time. We're a little over. But when I take breaks, I don't add that as part of the time. So if I take a 10-minute break, I just extend the stream by 10 minutes usually. Especially because Kai and Traveler paid for an extra hour, it would feel diabolical to like have them pay for my break. I understand that Ko-Fi is just a tip system or whatever, but nah. Mia is very good at following her own arbitrary rules. I am, thank you. Alright, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Extra big shout out to those that donated because money, but also Cyber for joining Legendary annually. I'm so excited to have you part of the community, and I'm very excited to see your druid request. I love me a druid. It's a secret though, and what am I talking about? DM me the details once a month. Make sure you send me a DM. Okay, that is everything. I will probably see you guys tomorrow because this is too much fun. All right, take care, and yeah. Thanks for being great. Okay, bye, peasants.